a time when you just embrace bad energy. Like you've always been a guy. Like if you come outside, I feel like you're a guy that you're gonna just deliver good energy.
Right. Cause, I mean, that's just who I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm a good dude. I mean, at the risk of, you know what I'm saying? You know, over flattering myself, but like, you know what I'm saying? I'm simple. You know what I'm saying? And I like to, I see what's in people. You know what I'm saying? You know, I see people. I see the good and I see the bullshit too. Okay. I got a phrase that goes, always trust everyone to be themselves, but trust in the fact you can see them well. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, trust. It takes so much energy to not trust someone. You know what I mean? It takes too much energy. You gotta say 2 steps ahead of them, whatever. But trust them to be them.
To be themselves.
Trust the snake to bite you. Trust the lion to laugh. Trust the deep to steal from you. Like, trust them to be them. But know them when you see them.
A time when you just embrace bad energy. Like you've always been a guy. Like if you come outside, I feel like you're a guy that you're gonna just deliver good energy.
Right. Cause, I mean, that's just who I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm a good dude. I mean, at the risk of, you know what I'm saying? You know, over flattering myself, but like, you know what I'm saying? I'm simple. You know what I'm saying? And I like to, I see what's in people. You know what I'm saying? You know, I see people. I see the good and I see the bullshit too. Okay. I got a phrase that goes, always trust everyone to be themselves, but trust in the fact you can see them well. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, trust. It takes so much energy to not trust someone. You know what I mean? It takes too much energy. You gotta say 2 steps ahead of them, whatever. But trust them to be them.
To be themselves.
Trust the snake to bite you. Trust the lion to laugh. Trust the deep to steal from you. Like, trust them to be them. But know them when you see them.
Yo. This your boy Big Ball Peen, and I'm back with another live video. Earlier, we tried to get this thing done. I was in the country. I was coming through the woods, and it wasn't so good. But we back. I'm still on the road. But you know, when you on the road and when you're traveling, you know, you have time to think. And I've been doing some thinking. And I feel like these thoughts need to be said. But first I'm going to need for everyone that's coming in to chat to like the video. Make sure you sub to the channel if you haven't already. Let's be positive in the comments. Let's uplift each other in the comment section. Let's treat this comment section like a family. I'm sure each and every one of us are accustomed to seeing each other when it comes to these chats. So let's speak to our brother. Let's speak to our sister. Let's ask each other how we doing. How you feeling. Let's make this a family-oriented environment. Also, God has placed some things on my heart, and going forward on my channel, certain type of energy, certain type of people, you might see them, but you ain't gonna hear them. What's up, D. Glenn? Love yourself. Miss Lady T, Ashley. Shout out to all of y'all. Shout out to everyone who sends information via email. Keep you more on point. I really do appreciate the help. I really appreciate the help, because without my team, without my family backing me, giving me the information that I need, I'm not able to put out the information in a certain fashion. So shout out to my team, shout out to my family. that supports me and also keep me on point. Shout out to all of y'all, because without the family in the chat, Big Mind just Big Mind. Shout out to my family. What's up, Casey? But you see, the title of this live is, how do we move forward as a culture? It's so ironic, right? I'm going to tell y'all something that is so ironic to me. I was listening to some other people talk about the situation that we were speaking about as far as Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears. And y'all will be surprised. Y'all will be surprised of some of the claims that these people were making. I heard terms from people who has criticized Robert Kelly. I heard people who has criticized Robert Kelly I have been hearing the same people that criticize Robert Kelly. Now I hear some of those same people, since it's Tiffany Haddish, now they're saying that it's the machine. Now those people are saying it's an agenda. This is some of the same things that we were saying when it came to Robert Kelly, but we were being labeled pedos. They were saying we was pedos. They said we support a pedo. They said we support this, we support that. But now that it's Tiffany Haddish, all of a sudden, it's a machine. All of a sudden, it's an agenda. All of a sudden, it's corruption. But when we were trying to acknowledge the same concerns when it came to Robert Kelly, we were labeled supporters of the R word. They said we was pedo lovers. They called us all kind of names. What's up, what's up, Simpian? What's up, B. White? They called us all kind of names for supporting Robert Kelly when he was being accused of some of these allegations. But now that it's Tiffany Haddish, it's a female, now some of these same people are saying it's an agenda. It's propaganda. They saying, who did Tiffany Haddish piss off? Who did Aries Spears piss off? Now they all of a sudden can see that it's way bigger than these entertainers out here. Oh, it's way bigger than what these entertainers are being alleged of. Now all of a sudden, people eyesight is clearer. What's up, Courtney? What's up, Linda? Now all of a sudden people can see. But when we were saying that it's some serious people trying to take Robert down, everybody was saying, oh, y'all just support him because he R. Kelly. No, we support the truth. We support that what is going on with this man is an injustice. We support the injustice. We support the injustice of what's going on with Robert Kelly. But what the hell we get? We get all the backlash in the world. But it's quite funny now that it's Tiffany Haddish. Now all of the people can see that it's an agenda. It's a machine. Now they ask the question, who did she piss off? It's very ironic that Aries making comments about Lizzo and her weight and said that she looked like a shit emoji, basically body shaming her. Now all of a sudden, him and Tiffany Haddish is being drugged for this sitcom that they filmed back in 2014. And that's a good thing you're doing, Casey, because the information has to get out. The conversation has to be heard. But I want us to understand something as a culture. Who is better to address our culture than us? We understand our culture. We can relate to our culture. We are our culture. It's so ironic that the symbolism that goes on with a lot of our entertainers who are being accused of sexual misconduct, all of them are being accused of grooming young individuals. They first said Michael Jackson was grooming these little boys. Now they said that R. Kelly groomed his girlfriend. Then they said George Foreman groomed these little girls, 2 little girls. Now they saying Tiffany Haddish groomed Tiffany Haddish and Ari Spears groomed these 2 little kids. How is it that our people are out here all of a sudden just grooming innocent children? And we know that we hold children to a very, we protect children in our community to a very high standard. We protect children in our community to a very high standard. Some things are just hard to believe for me as an individual. And I'm not saying that some things are impossible, but how ironic is it that all of our celebrities who get in trouble with the law when it comes to sexual misconduct or sexual allegations, all of a sudden all of our celebrities are out here grooming women. All of a sudden our celebrities are out here grooming women. Now this is the first time they have attacked the female, though. For years, they have been attacking the male entertainers. They have been attacking the male entertainers heavily. But this is the first time that they have attacked the female entertainer. Now, I don't know what Tiffany Haddish has done. I don't know if she had to be a sacrifice simply because Ari Spears, he talked about Lizzo. Then 2-3 days later, all of these allegations come up about this short film that him and Tiffany Haddish did. Right after he talked about Lizzo. So how ironic is it that right after Ari Spears make jokes about Lizzo, then about 3-4 days later, this conspiracy come up. But one thing I want to tell our people, it's a few things I got to say. But one of my number one things is accountability. Accountability. Our people have to start taking accountability for their actions. Our people have to start to be accountable for their actions and understand this. We all make decisions. We all make choices in life. Not everybody is going to agree with some of the choices you make. Do that make those choices bad? Do that make that choice bad? Nope. Because guess what? None of us are perfect, and none of us are free from sin. We all sin. We all sin in some type of way. We all have committed sins. We all may have done some things that may not be perfect in the Lord's eyes. That's just the human nature in us. That's just the human nature in us. But what kills me when it comes to our culture, right? We have people, when you become a celebrity, right? People tend to forget that you are a human being. People tend to make it as if you Jesus. People start to make it as if you can't make mistakes. People start to make it as if you can't live your life the way that you choose to live it because you are a superstar. But we all are entitled to live our life however we see fit. We all are entitled to do the things in our life that we like to do. So, whatever that may be, that's the choice that we make as individuals. But also, we have to understand, when we make those choices in life, we have to be willing to accept the consequences that come with those choices that we make. Just like we enjoy the good things that come from making choices, we have to enjoy the bad things that come with those choices as well. But when I see people sit back and antagonize, assault, I'm not gonna say physical assault. When I sit back and hear people verbally assault our own people, with allegations, you dumbass nigga, you locked up this, that, and the third. That's why your mans ain't getting out, or somebody need to go snitch. What am I going to snitch for? What am I going to tell? What do I have to tell? If I didn't sat down for this long, waiting to go to trial, tell. What is that for me to tell? See, one thing I feel though, I feel like a lot of people have skeletons in their closet. And the simple fact, I feel like the people that go that are killing may be the same people, maybe the people who have some of these similar allegations against them, but they just not public. We just don't know. We just don't know. You can tell how hard these people going on killing. They may have a similar background. They may have done some similar shit. But the only thing about them, they accusers ain't came out yet. See, that's the issue that I have with our people. We sit here and listen to the media drag our own people. We sit here and listen to the media tear our people down. We sit here and listen to the media try and discredit our people. And guess what we do? Some of us, I'm not saying us all, but we have a group of people who take that information that they hear in the media and they tend to go around from platform to platform spreading that shit like wildfire. They take the shit that they hear in the media, right? And they take that shit and spread it like wildfire. I don't understand it, right? If you have a dislike for an individual, if you got dislike for an individual, why do you go places where that person is being discussed? Why do you visit places where that person is being talked about? If you don't like what people are talking about, why do you interject on the conversation that has nothing to do with anything that you are interested in knowing? Huh? What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? I'm trying to understand. Why is it that people tend to go in places knowing that they don't like individuals that's in these places, but they go there just so they can sit around and absorb whatever's being talked about? You know, they want to know what's good going on in somebody's life. They want to know who's struggling so they can go back and tell it. They want to know people don't like you, but they'll go around people that you deal with. They'll go around people that like you, and they'll sit around. They try to listen for information. They want information so they can bring it back to you and try to separate you from the people who really love you. You know, I just got some questions, man. I want to hear from some of the team. I want to hear from some of the team. I got questions. My first question to our culture. Is, why do we tend to go places where we're not liked? Why do we tend to discuss individuals that we don't like? If you don't like someone, why go to platform where that person is being discussed? If you don't like someone, why go to that platform where that person is being discussed? I mean, if it's somebody that you don't like in a beauty shop, is you gonna go and let that person do your hair? If it's somebody you don't like that's in a barber shop, is you gonna go let that person cut your hair? If it's somebody that you dislike, let's say in a grocery store, and that's the only cashier that's in the store, are you gonna go to that store and go to that cashier and let that person ring? I don't like that person. So my whole thing is, what I'm trying to understand is, there's a culture. Why do we care so much about people who we dislike? If you dislike me, why are you entertaining anything that has to? I can't understand. That's one thing that our culture has to address. Why are we so caught up in trying to figure out what's going on with some people, with a person, or with people or individuals that we have dislike against? Me personally, I'm not going no motherfucking well, and I'm not dealing with no motherfucking body that I have a problem with. And I'm not saying that I have, I don't agree with the things that you're doing, and I don't agree with the things that you're saying. I'm not going to entertain you. I don't care to know what you're doing in your life. I don't care to know what you ate. I don't care to know none of that shit. Because at the end of the day, if I don't care for you, then guess what? I wish you the best. I wish you the best, my brother, in all your endeavors. But I'm not going to be the one that's going around here tearing you down. Because if I don't have it in my, it's okay. You go your way, I go my way. We can agree to disagree. Okay, I'm out. That's what you. I'll be like, damn. But how you dislike this person, but you sit here listening to everything that they got to say just so you can fucking have something to talk about? You listen to everything that someone has to say just so you can have something to talk about if you dislike them. Talk about. Single-handedly picked apart the mass by the propaganda. People don't want to accept the reality of why people are being picked apart. Why all of our elites are being torn down. They are the only way that these people are able to take our people down. We are not promoting each other. See, a lot of people, man, you got people who will say they support you that won't even promote your business. You got people that say they support you, but they won't even come shop with you. My Wi-Fi trying to connect. I don't know why my Wi-Fi trying to connect. I'm on the highway. When we have conversations like this, But these type of conversations aren't meant. These are supposed to be group conversations, because I'm trying to understand. You know, I'm trying to understand in the culture why are things the way that they are in this culture why is it our culture togetherness seem to be like something that doesn't exist. We have people in our culture can come together for all types of reasons other than supporting each other. I mean, y'all say the connection is going, but I can't hear myself. I dropped the link in the chat for somebody to hit the link so I can hear what y'all hear. I can't hear myself talk. So if somebody hit the link and talk to me, then I can hear what other people is hearing. But I can't hear myself talk through this link. That's why I dropped the link, because if somebody hit the link, and then I can hear what y'all hear. But what I might have to do is, I just might have to record this. Okay, yeah, because I had the phone hooked up through my car at first. And that's probably why the sound was like that, because I had it hooked up through my car. And also the Wi-Fi was trying to connect to whatever. I don't know what it was. But yeah. But I want people to hit the link, because I want to hear other people's opinion. I don't want my opinion to be the only opinion. People, hit the link. Y'all ain't got to have y'all camera on. Just hit the link. Come in. I want to hear what y'all think. I want to hear what y'all got to say. We having a conversation addressing our culture. I want to hear what y'all think about the culture. I want to hear what y'all think is bad. I want to hear what y'all think could be better. I can't read the comments because I'm driving. So, if you got something that you want to say, I can't see it. I can only read about one comment at a time, one comment every now and then. I don't want to take my eyes off this road. But I just want to hear what y'all got to say. And I want to hear what y'all think about the culture. I want to hear what y'all think about what's going on. Because it was so ironic to me that now, when we were saying that it was bigger than R. Kelly, when we were saying that it was someone attacking R. Kelly from a higher position, people were saying, oh, y'all support this, y'all support that. But now that it's Tiffany Haddish, now all of a sudden our people understand that this is a bigger power. This is something bigger than just what they're being accused of. Now people are saying, all of a sudden, since Ari Spears was talking about Lizzo and said that she looked like a shit emoji, all of a sudden now these allegations come out about this little series that her and Ari Spears and Tiffany Haddish had, and now they're being looked at for criminal charges. Why now? When it was R. Kelly, nobody, people, when we were saying that, everybody said we was crazy. When it was Bill Cosby, everybody said we was crazy. Now that it's Tiffany Haddish, now everybody's saying it's corruption. I don't understand it, man. I don't get it. I don't get it. You can't win with these people. But like I say, moving forward on this platform, if you ain't talking positive, you will no longer be on this platform. I mean, you'll be able to come on the platform, you'll be able to type in the comments, but you would not be on my panel. Only thing this channel is accepting is positivity. If you're not trying to uplift our brothers, if you're not trying to uplift our sisters and having positive, this channel is no longer supporting it. If you are in a situation, what they really are,
with everything you've heard with the whole thing like this, R. Kelly's still sexy and attractive.
No, he's never been sexy. He was never sexy. It was the lyrics that was sexy. So, no, he's never been sexy. I think it's foul if he locking up kids and doing things to them. That's wrong. And then why they not like you gonna lock a dude that, didn't they lock up old boy for fighting dogs and he didn't actually fight the dog?
Yeah.
But he got kids locked up and they ain't doing shit?
I think R. Kelly is trash, and I don't understand why we keep accepting R. Kelly in the culture, because we have ousted people out of the culture for less. He called himself the Pied Piper. You know what the Pied Piper was? The Pied Piper literally a child molester. He literally played music and led kids out of a village never to be seen again. Why do we give R. Kelly country? I don't get it, man.
This man can call another man a child molester and say the Pied Piper took kids from a village and the kids was never to be seen again. But then it's the same guy, right? This the same guy.
Area, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I got this girl real drunk, and that sentence sounds a little fishy. I got her drunk. I didn't just get her drunk. I remember I went to the sex store and got Spanish Fly. Oh, so you raped her? Shut up. Spanish Fly. They sell it in the sex store. I'm telling the truth. They sell it in the Spanish store. I had the fucking Spanish. They sell knives at the store too. You could put that to a girl's throat and have sex with it. That doesn't mean it's illegal. So I put the Spanish Fly in the E&J. We drinking the E&J and shit. So in my mind, I don't know if this shit really worked, but I felt like I got horny as a motherfucker too. Right? So she was drunk as shit. and we had sex and shit, and like a lot of my boys was trying to come in the room and fuck her. I'm like, nah, chill out. I can't. I'm not doing that. And I'm like, what you in the train on? That's rape. Yeah. Okay. So
it's just one-on-one. It ain't right.
Yeah. So the next
trains are rape.
So the next morning she wakes up. And we talk about it. And she's like, what happened? I'm like, oh, we had sex. She said, okay, well, I'm glad it was you. Then a couple days later, she's like, yo, are you sure I only had sex with you? Because one of my stupid ass cousins was going around saying he fucked her, which he didn't. I know for a fact he didn't. I was there the whole time. Yeah. He did not fuck her. Yeah. He looked at her naked, but he didn't fuck her, right? So I'm telling her, no, me and you just had sex. Nobody else did nothing. So it just was weird that she was like, well, I'm just glad it was you. You know what I'm saying? Because in my mind, I'm like, yo, you could have been in a real bad situation if it was another motherfucker there.
That's a huge compliment, man. A girl just said, yo, at least you raped me.
I didn't rape her. I did not rape her.
Hey, if it was any of your cousins or friends who have been raped, but
I didn't rape her because me and her had every intention of having sex with each other.
So then why would you put the Spanish fly?
I'm still a freaky motherfucker, but listen,
was she passed out while you fucked her?
It's amazing. It's amazing the shit that see what I'm saying? When you got people like that choose to sit around and speak about something that someone else is going through, and look at the shit they got on their background. Look at the shit they got on their background. Then you got people who come out and say, well, R. Kelly need to come clean. R. Kelly need to tell the truth. Well, if the man told the truth, y'all motherfuckers still gonna have a problem with that. What's up, lavish lady? If R. Kelly tell the truth, people still gonna have a problem with that. Because if it ain't the truth that they want to hear, they gonna have a problem with it. You think I'm lying? If R. Kelly told the truth, the black community would still have a problem because it ain't the truth that they want to hear. The man told y'all, what did I look like? He said, what I look like doing all this crazy stuff with the crazy past that I have. With the crazy past that I have, what I look like doing all this type of stuff. Holding girls hostage. Unless they want to go get shoes from their uncle house up the street. When the man told y'all his truth, everybody laughed. Everybody thought it was a joke. This shit was so funny. When the man said, I'm fighting for my life, he said, y'all trying to kill me. When he told his truth, everybody was laughing like it was a fucking joke. So I'm trying to understand, what truth is it that y'all want to hear? What truth that y'all waiting to hear? When the man spoke the truth, all y'all people was just saying, oh, he did something. And now, and it's just like, even when the truth come out in the courtroom, oh, you got to read the transcripts. Read the transcripts. Okay, so we get the transcripts and start reading the transcripts. Oh, the transcripts don't matter no more. He did something. He did something. So it don't matter what R. Kelly does, and it don't matter how much they prove this man is innocent, the black people who have a dislike for R. Kelly is still going to try to say, oh, he did something. He did something. Oh, R. Kelly pissed some people off. I guess R. Kelly can't have integrity, right? R. Kelly can't have integrity, right? I ain't seen R. Kelly do no goddamn sitcom like Tiffany Haddish and Aaron Spears do. I ain't never seen R. Kelly do no sitcom like that. All we got is a bunch of women who are alleging that all this abuse took place. All this abuse happened and all this abuse took place. I'm trying to see, how did he do all of this shit to all of these women from 1998 to 1999? I'm trying to understand it, man. I'm trying to understand how he did all of this shit to all of these women from 1998 to 1999. You got these women saying that he slept with them hundreds of times. Each and every one of these women, each and every individual who's accusing him, said that they slept with R. Kelly hundreds of times. I'm trying to make sense of that. I'm trying to make sense of that. But this is what I'm saying. Our culture want R. Kelly to own up to something. The man has owned up to whatever the fuck he said. I haven't always been the best man in past relationships. He said, but I righted those wrongs while I was in those relationships. But you know what our culture say? Oh, he did something. Our culture be like, oh, he did something. R. Kelly done something. That's our culture. That's our people. It don't surprise me though, man. It don't surprise me. But it's amazing to me though that now it's had it. All of a sudden people can say, oh, it's a thing. Oh, people are now all of a sudden it's higher power that's making this type of stuff happen when it comes to Tiffany Haddish. But when we were speaking about Robert Kelly, we were being labeled as pedo supporters or all type of crazy shit these people were saying. How y'all support R. Kelly? He did this, he did that. Well, when we come back with the facts and show y'all that these women were lying about these type of actions that took place, well, he did something. Can't win with you motherfuckers. Can't please y'all at all. But what y'all not understanding, what our culture is not understanding, until we unify, we're going to stay getting picked apart one by one. Until we unify, our culture is going to continue to get picked apart one by one. And I'm going to tell y'all this. Tiffany Haddish is just the first female. Wait till y'all see how many other females are finna come behind this one female being accused of grooming an underage, for grooming a child. Tiffany Haddish is the trial run. Tiffany Haddish is a trial run. Like Bill Cosby. Once they saw, they didn't see the outrage for Bill Cosby being incarcerated. And I'm talking about the type of outrage, like the outrage when OJ, during the OJ trial. You know what I'm saying? We ain't seen the type of outrage like when police are killing innocent black children in the street. They ain't seen no outrage like that when they locked up Bill Cosby. So guess what they say? Well, since they ain't complaining about it, we're going to go lock up somebody else. What's going on?
Man, I'm sorry, nephew. I got a new, not a new, but I got another foreman that normally don't work on Sundays. He works at the end of the week, but the regular foreman wasn't here, so he's doing some overtime filling in. So the routine is kind of a little off. And then I had to log in using my email and all this other stuff. I had to wind up using my which I don't use really much at all, my Facebook email with a different password, different name, and all of that stuff. I'm like, I'm old school. I don't want to go through all of them shit, all that stuff. I said, if this one of my nephew, boy, I'm like, man, forget this, man. I'm just gonna stay in the bushes. I said, no, this nephew, I got to come in and give him some help. But I'm about to get off in the next 45 minutes, so you know what I mean. I'm popping in.
Yeah. I was just speaking on, last night when we chopped it up and whatnot.
Right.
This morning I end up coming across a video and people was talking about this situation with Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears or whatever. And
right.
I said it's so ironic that now that it's Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears, now people can see that it's an agenda now. Why did it take for a woman to get accused of these type of allegations for people to start seeing that it's bigger than just Bill Cosby? It's bigger than R. Kelly. It's bigger than Michael Jackson. It's bigger than these people. You are dealing, now people are starting to see we are dealing with people who are, these people that's bringing these type of situations about ain't just no regular people.
Right.
And that's why it's important that we don't just sit back and pick and choose we shouldn't pick and choose who we stand behind. We should stand behind all our people. And if they wrong, we should hold our people accountable too.
Well, if you've been fed how to think and what to say and what not to say, then you can pick and choose. But because you're going with the norm, only those who challenge the norm, and like Kel say, or anyone, and use common sense and look at the facts, do the research and look at the law, and then go down the middle. Only a person that's using their own can do that. And yet you'll be called out because you're going against the quota. You're going against the code. You're going against the world system. You're going against the norm. And you're going against the narrative. That's the tragedy, and that's how sad it is across all cultures. If you stand up for principle, you stand up for right, no matter who it is, what the subject is, what's going on, it don't matter. But if you're a person of a principle, if you're a person of integrity, if you're a person with fairness and balance and decency and goodness for all humanity, then yes, you're going to have people come in and try to do things to gaslight you, to trick you out of your position, to distract you. They're going to do all the shenanigans. They're going to do all this stuff because, you're going against the norm.
Right.
And I've been told that just the way, if I'm going to come up or if I don't get I don't become a target, if ain't no bullseye on my back, the only way I can avoid all of that is going with, but see, you're compromising your principles. Then you don't have standards. You don't have morals. You're not standing solid. You can't be bought. When you're a person who can be bought and manipulated and tricked for whatever the motive you have to whatever you're trying to get, then yeah, you got to go with you got to pick and choose. You got to go whatever the wind blows. But it's simply, and I yield back, Pac said it best, and I'm going to keep on quoting this, I'd rather live like a man, or if a woman can say it, I'd rather live like a woman. So whoever's saying it, man or woman, I'd rather do that than stand up and live like a coward. Right. So I'm going to join forces for those who are able to make an intelligent decision and able to use their own thinking based on the principles and the teachings of facts and what the law says, and come down the middle. And then I can make a balance, you know what I mean? But if I'm not doing that and I'm following the norm and how they tell me to think, how they tell me to move, and when to say yes and when to say no. Yeah, I can pick and choose. And so that's what you have. And that's why it's happening like that. And I yield back.
Brother Dave.
Hey there. What up, Brother Vi? And
brother.
What's your name?
What up, Muse? Just Muse, bro. What up, Dave? What's good, brother?
What's going on, man?
Yeah, man. You know, you got the flow and the devil got to go.
Man, I'm just checking in. Listen to Vi. He been throwing down the last couple of days, man. He was up there by himself the other day. I ain't want to leave him hanging today.
Right. Yes, sir.
That's pretty much it. That's it. I'm gonna chime in a minute. I'm just let my family get out. My mama came over, cooked some barbecue for us today. So.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be getting off at 9 o'clock. So hopefully, Dave, you able to pop back in between now and then. So when I have to pop out, I'm gonna be, you know the routine, getting off work. You put your stuff up in your air, to go punch out, sign out, and all of that. And once I get back in the ride, then I'm gonna go to my phone and plug that in. And as I drive to the crib, I can chime on in. And once I get in the crib, then we can continue the combo. That way you'll be able to carry it when I have to pop out, when you come back in.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Man, I was thinking about, man, it's probably off subject a little bit, but I remember last year, man, I was on hold on, let me turn this TV down, so. And I was doing a service call, man. And because I do heating and cooling,
Okay.
And anybody in Chicago, knew that heating and cooling, man. Y'all probably, see me moving out there and don't know it. But anyway, I'm doing a service call, man. I open the door. I knock on the door. Chick open the door, man. Just bad, man. Black, dark-skinned, nice face, nice shape, and everything. I'm like, man. So I don't mix business with pleasure. I'm taking care of my business, getting the heat working or whatever. But then I talked to the landlord who had me come do the work. I was like, damn, man, Joe, what's up? I was just telling him how the chick looked and everything like that. What's up with her, whatever. And he was like, man, though she on house arrest for sex trafficking. I said, what? He said, yeah, man, you didn't see the band? I said, maybe I wasn't looking at I ain't want to look at the lady like that, right? But it just tripped me out, right? It was a young lady, and man, she was hooked up with the players or whatever, and she was providing services for them with young chicks, man. And it was real tripped out to find out like that.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So damn.
I'm not surprised, bro.
Even though I'm not surprised, right? But I was. I ain't gonna even lie. Lie. I'm not surprised that it goes on, right? I was surprised that she was involved with it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's what was surprised about it.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
I want to ask y'all two brothers something. Y'all from Chicago area. What is it about I've been hearing that they bring immigrants to Chicago?
You say that again? It's like I can't hear a little bit.
Yeah, he choppy because he on the road, so his signal gonna be in and out like that on the road. So, yeah, but see if you can make out what he said there. I'm gonna try to listen real carefully. Say it again, nephew. Yeah, he was saying, David, that internet, that Wi-Fi is kind of.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
When I was talking about the immigrants, somebody said they was dropping immigrants off in Chicago.
Yeah, I don't know too much about that. Maybe Dave, you heard what he said? He was talking about the immigrants that was transferred
I
over to
don't know.
Chicago.
No, I know Lori said it's a sanctuary city, so I don't.
Yeah,
We haven't really heard nothing about it. I haven't seen it, but I heard it. I seen it on the news.
yeah.
If you just ask me how I feel about it, I don't think that's a good deal. I think that's
Right,
eventually going to be some type of problem or something. And we already got
right.
enough issues in Chicago. So man, it's something to watch though. It's something to you know, pay close attention to. I know that much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I have to look into that and research that, nephew. I have a godmother that's high ranking and DCFS. She been there for like 38 years. So I saw this over this weekend, but I didn't get a chance to really go into no specifics, and I didn't want to really go into no subjects like that. You know what I mean? It was a more spiritual fellowship reuniting. So I didn't want to try to go into no heavy stuff like that. But yeah, I'll ask around about that, and I'll have something for you, and I'll get back with you on that.
yeah.
Okay. So why do you think people like to point out other people's flaws and don't address their own?
It's
Well,
easier to do. It's easy. You go ahead, there. I'll yield back there. You go ahead.
now I mean, it's simple. I mean, people like to have the spotlight on somebody else when to keep it off themselves. You know what I mean? It's like that's basically it right there. They have a saying. The one who hollers the most is the one who probably most guilty. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And so when you see people the most vocal about it, you know, I don't know. I mean, to project their guilt onto somebody else, man. That's the only thing I can see. But then, there is a such thing as, righteously calling somebody else out too, and both of them can get it, they easily can get confused, you know what I'm saying? You
You
hear
say
me, By?
I hear you, but I couldn't make out what you were saying there.
I was saying that in one sense, you can have somebody projecting what they do onto somebody else, right? But then on another
Mm.
side, you can have somebody who really is calling somebody out for what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to have discernment to know between the two. Like, we got a good situation before us right now. I've been just thinking, right? Because on one side, I I don't like, not that I don't like the government, I don't trust the government.
Right.
Especially in the things that I've been saying lately and the media, right?
Right.
And then the way they came out with this story with these people right here, right? But now we got a video, and with R. Kelly, we don't have a video, right?
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? We have some type of situation where it say like it's doctored maybe or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But
Yep.
we don't
Yep.
have the video like we could see with Tiffany Haddish and oh boy, we can actually see it. And and I'm like, man, the way that people have been looking at this, it's like they don't see nothing. It's like they don't see nothing wrong with it. So it's like, man, discernment is necessary because you have to be able to hold people accountable for what they do when they wrong, and at the same time, you got to be able to give people due process. But you you got to want what's right to happen. You know what I'm saying? You can't just not want to hold people accountable. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. Oh man, like we lost there.
Yo, I think, yeah, I don't know, there was something going on with one of their phones. One of their phones was doing something. I don't know which one it was. But send the link back. Hit the link back. Because I don't hear that noise no more. It was making a crazy noise. So, I don't know, David, send the link back, David. Hit the link back, David. No, do I sound clear? Put a 1 in the chat. Sound clear. Yeah, that was somebody's phone. That was one of the phones. What's up,
Okay.
Uncle?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm on my tablet, so I won't have no issue like that. That's why I get on my tablet. Yeah.
Clear. But there was something else that I was hearing sound like it was dialing up or something.
Right. If you, man, I wish I would have mentioned this and remember this, nephew, when we was talking last night. But that interview that the reporters was giving Tupac when he was outside the court and when he had the white shirt on, and they was asking him, man, I tell you, I know we talk about Michael Jackson similarities, but man, Pac's situation is so similar to Kel's. It's like, to me, it's like eerie. And he was talking about, they asked him, well, why they come after you? And a couple of things Pac said at different points. He said, well, because he said, my only thing I'm guilty of is talking loud. You know, he said, and I didn't shut up. You know what I mean? In another situation, he said, well, but I didn't think it was going to be a matter of life and death. See, Matulu said it when you say it like this, and we still on the same subject, nephew. I'm still answering the same question. Dave can attest to this, and Poppy and Dave can cut me off at any point when I get to flowing. They know the difference, and you know who when I say they. When you look at back in the day, you had different type of rap music, hip hop, you know, whatever. They know the difference between the ones who were just talking about partying, drinking, girls, and they rims, and they you know how shiny they cut, all of that, and whatever else they smoking, what was going on, and gangbangers telling whatever. And then when they heard somebody really talking about conscience stuff, you know what I mean? Said, oh, now you kind of like, you part of the culture, but you really not totally with the direction that the culture might be doing. You know what I mean? Because you see some gaps and some cracks that you like, I respect them, but I ain't necessarily trying to move in that direction. But as long as you go with the flow, you go with the norm, you don't rock no boat, you stay with stuff that ain't gonna have them come knock at your door or sense to you, long as you stay with that. But anytime you start to speak about the real ills and the condition that they refuse to address, and you put that in your music, you put that in your rap songs, your poetry, with all of that, you ain't gonna get many, I don't like to use the word followers, but you're not gonna get as many support, if you will. You know what I mean? Especially of those up top who paying attention. So, oh, wait. Oh, he's talking about a movement. He's talking about an awakening. Oh, he's talking about reaching the soul. He's speaking on goodness. He cares really about the missing children and all of that. What's going on? Oh, he's speaking about the ills of society. No. That ain't what we want. That ain't what we're talking about. We don't want you to speak on that. Shut up. And even the record labels or whoever you up under, you're going to do these particular roles, or if you don't accept this particular role, you just ain't going to work. You know, when you report this particular news, you're going to say what we tell you to say, or you're not going to work. It happened in New York. And the journalist room, whatever the news reporters be in, and one of the person who was working that was reporting for us, coming back to our channel on YouTube, would say, well, why y'all not reporting the balance, what's said here in court? Why y'all not taking that to the media and y'all just giving only one side? She said, because everybody is eating off Mr. Kelly now. And this is how everybody is eating. She said, I can't report what the defense is saying in there because I'll lose my job.
Right.
It's the same thing with pop, same thing with Kel's music, same thing with the message. Anybody that's standing up, no matter who you are or where you at on the four corners of the globe, whatever ethnicity you come from, if you're talking about that goodness and that, they can't stop your voice, but they can affect you in a lot of ways. Especially if you're plugged into their system, or if you once was part of them and you like, nah, yeah, I am, and I did sign that, but I didn't know what I was signing. And yeah, I understand what comes with that. I'm no longer part of that, and I don't want that. Even if I had to start from ground zero and all of that. But yeah, there's some consequences because yeah, you once was here. So now you can't talk about you finna be out and think you just gonna leave quietly. Because we control the minds of the public. Y'all gonna believe whatever we tell y'all. A lot of y'all, especially in certain communities, you're not gonna think by yourself. You're gonna think and believe however we tell you to. And if you go against that, it's consequences for that.
And repercussions.
There you go. Take off, Dave. I yield back.
Man, listen, you could have kept going. You right on point right there. You right on point.
Right.
Listen.
Even with the Tupac situation, right? Even when he got found innocent, they created charges to charge the man something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Charged with aggressively touching a woman on the buttocks.
Right.
I never heard of
it. But nephew, in the world,
right there. I'm sorry, nephew, Dave, stay right there. Y'all both stay right there. Remember what Pac said. Remember what he said. He said, "Why do you say it? Because I wouldn't shut up. My biggest crime is talking too loud. I went against the code." He said, it's a set of rules that just constantly going by, and they feel that what I represent is lawlessness and such and such and such and such, and that's a code. And if you don't go along with that code, then you get attacked like me. And you have and they gotta frame me and put 30 charges on me that has nothing to do with me. I said, man, 30 charges, Pop said back then, and then Kel say, I gave you 30 years in the business, and then you sentenced me to 30 years. Man, this 30 number key is, man, I don't think that's coincidence, nephew. And I yield back.
You know what? It might not be, because they deal a lot with symbolism and numbers and all that stuff. I don't know much about it, but I hear people.
And I ain't trying to go deep with that. I'm just making a point. My point is, if you don't stay on code, once you wake up that, man, I didn't know this was what this was about. Hey, man, I've just got a passion. This is my art. This is my gift. I just want to do music. I just want to do poetry, man. I don't want to be a part of that. I ain't know that was a part of all of this.
Mm-hmm.
And you make some decision, and yeah, you're gonna be a part of a little bit what they're doing, like partying, dancing, all that stuff. You might be drinking and all that stuff. Whatever your thing is, you smoke, but you're like, man, I ain't doing the hard of me. I'm not really on that. And you really, you like a part of it, meaning that you did sign a contract. You was with a record label, and if you do the history of them record labels and understand what them contracts really in depth are saying, that you might not understand unless you got a lawyer. And then you wake up and say, man, time then went by. Like, man, I gave this how many years to the business? And man, I'm trying to pull away. I'm trying to get my own record company, get my own label. Like, oh, wait, whoa, you can't do that. What you mean? I can't do that. No, you know what? You don't know what you really signed. You know what we do. You know what this is all about. So you got to say this. You got to talk this. And you say, well, you started off, hey man, you just want to try to create, but you would be a sex symbol, but that ain't the direction I want to go with my music. I'm still talking about Mr. Kelly, but in order for you to get in this business, in order for you to stay on this web again, okay, so you whatever. I ain't saying that's how he was thinking, his exact words, but it's got to be something, because you look at how he started with his music, to get in there. And once he started to get in, I guess, learn whatever, grow, mature, understand the business, you could see the direction of the music, how it was changing. You see what I'm saying? And then look at the little allegation come around.
And look who he signed it to.
Yeah.
You gotta even go back with R. Kelly to look who he signed with to begin with. Barry Hankerson. Out of all he got in ties with Barry Hankerson, out of all the people he could have got came in contact with.
But who was Barry Hankin associated with? When he tied and had some type of relationship with Sony though?
Yeah, he was. Barry Hankerson was the one who was getting people deals at the time. Like, you know, because he was managing, you know, Gladys Knight and
right. He was married to her, right?
Yeah, he had a little pull. He had a little pull in the industry. You know, but then you go back to this whole situation with Barry. Once Darren McDavid came and got Barry out of the way, Barry been asshole hurt.
What's the
Once Darren got Barry out of there, Barry been hurt ever since. He been trying to destroy R. Kelly ever since.
Because he got the money.
You know what I'm saying? Darren McDavid said he called and told him, you know, that's what he was gonna do. And ever since, but see, that's why I tell people the way that I don't know how some people look at it. The way I look at the situation is, I feel like Daryl didn't do enough to protect R. Kelly. Because when this man called you and told you that he was going to start extorting R. Kelly, you just brushed the shit off as if, you know, yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or he got down with Barry and said, fuck R. Kelly. You know, that could have been a possibility too. Because at that time, when you know they called Barry, you know, the same shit like they called Simon. Simon Says, right? Oh shit,
right.
Barry had that same reputation at the time. You know? But like last night when me and you was chopping up, it's like, how do we move? What do we start? How do we start to move in a different direction? You know, as far as like for me today to hear these people now all of a sudden, since it's Tiffany Haddish, now they want to talk about this propaganda. Now they want to talk about the machine. Now they want to look at it and say, oh, Ari Spears talked about Lizzo being fat and said she looked like a shit emoji. And in 5 days, with this lawsuit and these criminal, they want to bring criminal charges against him and Tiffany Haddish.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but and that's the thing that's kind of tricky, right? Because it kind of looked like that a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I had made a whole little video, and then I had to go back and I didn't upload that video. I went back and made another video, and I was saying, damn, maybe I need to wait for a minute and really, you know, just let it play out. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm like outraged at the passivity of the people when they look at this to even say, you know, like it ain't like they understand or something. Like, you know, like, man, it's still a bad look. That's still a bad look too.
Right. The videos is inappropriate. I don't give a damn. People say I don't believe this. The shit was inappropriate, man. I can't see. I said when I saw it, I say this got to be some type of fucking sacrifice or something, because I can't even understand how they even feel like this shit was okay. You know what I'm saying? How do they feel like that shit was okay? At some point, you know, like Ali or anybody else that just stood up and say, you know what, look, I'm gonna stand up for what I believe in. Guess what? They bring me a strip like that and say this is the type of shit they asking me to do. If this what I gotta do to be down with y'all, then y'all can have this shit.
Absolutely, that's right. Absolutely, that's the thing now. You know, it's still a such thing.
Y'all can blackball me.
That's the thing, right? You know, because it's still a you know, that's game right there. You can run that game, but you still selling yourself, selling your soul, or selling yourself out for the little bread, even though you're gonna be the one to get embarrassed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So Dave, help me out. Follow my
Yeah.
train of thought, Dave and nephew. Follow my train of thought. So let's say that's the case, and then you wake up and the God of the universe said, "Hey, I want you to answer this call because I got a greater purpose that's still on your name, that's still on you."
Right.
And so when you answer that, and for any of us, when you want to go the direction of the righteous path, whatever your gifting is, and you want to be used for a greater purpose for, your culture and all cultures, then you got to understand that it's going to be immediate disruption, meaning that you was once a part of, like Moses and in Pharaoh's camp, you got to be washed of all of that. You got to be flushed out. And not
Okay.
everybody can take those hits, man, and however it's going to look. So
Right.
then when you say that, then you say, yes, okay, then you got all these allegations, you got all this coming out, you got people slandering, you got all this coming out, you know what I mean? And you've been in the business long enough to know how this stuff goes and what they do. So now you just got to weather this storm, and maybe they did come and say, hey, we'll clear all of this up. I'm we're just this alleged and hypothetical situation, but just follow my train of thought. Hey, it's that time, right? That time, what you didn't understand it. Oh, this is what, oh man, I'm not on that. You know what I mean? I gave y'all, you know how much I gave y'all, dude? You know how much blood and sweat and tears? You know how much I done feel this culture with this music, this love, with this thing? No disrespect to nobody in the business. But hey, man, a lot of stuff, man, I put a lot of people careers back in, you know what I mean? Or whatever, you know what I mean? So yeah, but that's some consequences and repercussions for what you've been a part of. This is why I didn't understand that. Well, hey, ignorance of the law is no excuse.
And that's what you see behind the judge when you go in the courtroom. That's what I heard. That's what the signs say that sit over the judge in the courtroom. Ignorance to the law is no excuse.
Yeah,
So
no doubt
But
though. No doubt
you
our past experience, whatever it was, bad or good, right? It can be used to help people that's dealing with similar situations. I agree with
right,
that. I agree with
right,
redemption. You know what I'm saying? But
right,
I feel like there must be, a true like repentance,
right,
a type of
right,
spirit, and a denouncing
right.
and exposing. Also, you can't just you have to have you be able to show works that complement your change or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
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 right, right.
right.
Yeah.
And I think
So
that's what you're seeing when you have to be able to. Now you say, "Wow, I can imagine sitting there in his mind and talking to his, representation and be like, wow, hey, I had no idea that was going on." You say, hey, do you know, no disrespect, not being arrogant, but do you know what it takes to be at the level that they decide to say, or the public, or what my numbers say that I am? And, a lot of time I was in that studio so long, I couldn't even tell you what day it was and not only what time it was. So you can't have them type of numbers and have that body of work and catalog that's worth such and such. If I had been indulging in all this kind of crazy stuff that they saying that I'm seeing now coming out, like, whoa, like Miss So-and-so, I didn't know that was going on. I had no clue. Matter of fact, I don't even know
Right.
who that woman is. I don't even remember so-and-so. I never signed that. I didn't, you know what I mean? But I
Right.
think, like they just said, that's all part of the washing, because he said, I will make your enemies your footstool. So I
Stool.
think,
Oh yeah.
in my understand, that's going to be like in the process of revealing all that you had no idea. So now when you come back and get reset and get positioned, like Dave say, now I know how to move and what he said in that song, and I yield back. Well, here's for Robert. What I got to do is get rid of all of them clowns and get myself a whole nother crew.
Give myself a whole nother crew. He
And
said
I
the
yield
these
back.
clowns don't want to let me live. The more I try to
Yeah,
move it to the
yeah,
positive,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? What's up,
yeah,
little Mac?
yeah. Hey, y'all hold it down. I'm finna transition and from my work location to the office and sign out and punch out. I'll be
What's
back in
up,
the
y'all?
truck in a little bit. So what up, Lil Mac? I'm finna step out, Lil Mac. I'm still at work. I'm about to get off in a few minutes. I'll
Right,
come back
right.
in a little moment. All
All
right.
right, all right, all right. We
Hold it
gonna
down. I'll
hold
be
it
back.
down.
All right. All right.
Hey, hold on, big I was finna swap over to my laptop.
Okay, okay. Just hit the link back, or
All
however
right.
you gotta do. Okay. But yeah, brother David, I've been telling, me and brother me and Unc be talking. And I told Unc, I say, man, this right here is something. This is a process that R. Kelly has to go through. You know, and this process wasn't meant for an acquittal. It wasn't meant for the trial to be thrown out, is what I'm trying to say. We want to see him vindicated, but the case had to be laid out. All the pieces of the puzzle had to be laid out.
Right.
For understanding, for the people, for clarity, right? Like I was saying earlier, people say, but R. Kelly need to take accountability for whatever the situation may be. Well, when the man has spoke, the man has took accountability. He said on Gayle King, I haven't been the best and I have done things wrong in relationships, but I corrected those things while I was in those relationships. You know what I'm saying? But no matter what he say, if it ain't to the liking of people who dislike him or expected him to say something, I don't know what they could be expecting him to say, really. You know, like what do you expect? You know, and for our people, you know, I sat here yesterday. I saw what is it, Friday? Was it Friday or yesterday? Probably was Friday or yesterday, whatever day. Man, to hear somebody talk and laugh and pretty much like celebrate that this man is incarcerated behind allegations that are fueled by these women who all was caught lying, and you still sit here and you laughing and you enjoying the fact that your man's is locked up for 30 years, he ain't never getting out, this, that, and the third. Like, as a man, how do you sit up and celebrate a man being falsely convicted? And you know, but you say, well, I don't keep up with the case. You don't keep up with the case purposely because you don't want to live with that truth on your mind.
Right.
You don't want to see that everything that you feel in your heart is really a lie, so you don't want to go back and look at the case. You don't want to know nothing about the case because you're going to have to deal with yourself. And that's why I keep on telling people, how many of us can deal with ourselves?
Right.
How many people can really deal with their true self? You don't want to know the truth because you want that lie to continue to live. That's it. But once you sit here and rejoice and you sit here having fun or you excited, man is by a bunch of women and all these false accusations that has been proven to be false. As a man, I would respect you saying, you know, I feel how I feel, but you know what? The man was set up. These females, it's been proven that these females lie. Not word of mouth, not what we saying, not what we think. This has happened in the courtroom that these females lie. So, and for you to still come out and say your man stupid, dumb as hell, 30 years, the nigga ain't never getting out, this, that, and the third, then you say, well, I don't follow the case. Well, then, what the fuck are we even talking for?
What are you talking about? I call it willful ignorance, man. It's willful. You willfully ignorant of the fact, but you go on running your mouth. You know what I'm saying? In such a way, like you know the fact. And, you know what I'm saying? And man, hey, listen, man, I was in the conversation yesterday. You know, just trying to gauge, you know, the people that I be around, if they know about what's going on with R. Kelly, like how they feel, just with everything really. And so I started out defending, well, not defending, but bringing up the Tiffany Haddish and the what's the name? That's the D, what they would say. And everybody was like nonchalant about it, you know, like But then you have R. Kelly with no actual video now to date, but you know they had that video out. And really, I could never say it was him, but we have clear evidence of somebody doing something. But then you have people that, and it's because they have selective outrage, and they are told, or this thing like they told what to be mad about. Like if the news people mad about something, then they gonna be mad. That's what I'm saying about black people. They don't be man when they supposed to be. You know what I'm saying?
What Jim Derrigada say? You supposed to believe all women, right?
Yeah. See? And then there you go.
But you know what I'm saying? But since it's a woman, and I'm gonna say this, and we're gonna let Lil Mac get in here because I know he got something to say. But since Tiffany Haddish is a woman, she get the benefit of the doubt. You ain't seeing no survivor Tiffany Haddish. You ain't seen no survivor Aries Spears. You ain't see them take Tiffany Haddish passport. You ain't see them take Aries Spears passport. They entertainers. They got the money. They got the means to flee the country. But look how they treated R. Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
They treated this man like he done killed 30 motherfuckers, like he Pablo Escobar or somebody.
Mm-hmm.
No cap.
Right.
They want the man passport. They would, if they could have, they would have took all the cars from him. They would have. I mean, they wanted his ass. I mean, where he at right now is the only place they wanted him to be. You know what I'm saying? Because how can you? This man has no criminal history. This man ain't never. I can see if y'all say, well, last time we tried to lock him up, he ran from us. We couldn't find him. This, that, and the third. But
Right.
this man ain't. This man has turned himself in every time these allegations came out. He turned himself in.
People ain't looking at the fact that this man was acquitted of some of the same shit that they're trying to charge him for in the Chicago trial. The man went to trial and he was judged by 12 and he was found not guilty. So they should even drop that situation with that tape. And then the guy, you know what I'm saying, just testified on defense behalf. With the PI officer, whatever his name was, he testified, said he seen all the tapes that Lisa Van Allen and Charles Freeman had, and it was no, from his recollection, it was no minors on that tape. It was just R. Kelly having sex with random women that was of age. You know what I'm saying? These people mad at R. Kelly for something that the media saying. Y'all don't know this man personally. Y'all don't even know that what go on in his bedroom. Like when people be arguing with me on Twitter, I say, okay, if he did it, how you know? Was you in the man's bedroom when he was having sex with these people? Nobody don't know for a fact that who he slept with and did slept with, but from our eyes, you know what I'm saying, the supporters' eye, we see the BS though. Because you got this girl, Jane, you know what I'm saying? All of a sudden now, you got the cojones and the balls to go, you know what I'm saying, testify against this man. When you had the opportunity back in 2008, you didn't do nothing. You kept, you know what I'm saying,
2019?
Ain't nobody victim in this situation but R. Kelly. These people been using this man. The record label been using this man. These fake reviews been using this man. If you don't give me this, if you don't give me one girl said, if you don't give me $30,000, I'm gonna tell you slept with me underage. How can we lock this man up when these people that's testifying against him are criminals? So y'all giving these people that deserve to be in there amending y'all that they committed crime to get this man. Well, yeah, it ain't no clear evidence that he did anything, but word of mouth. Yeah, why? Well, y'all said she on the tape. But why she didn't say she was on the tape? No, said 20 years ago. No, I'm saying this
man, not just 20 years ago though, Lil Mac. They just interviewed her, grand jury interviewed her in 2019, and she said
right, sure did.
But now they just caught your ass with these PPP loans, and y'all ain't got no business. Now you done committed a federal crime. Now you want to cooperate because now you and your whole fucking family finna go to jail. Why did you need immunity for your whole family?
Exactly.
I feel like the law, people say we should be trying to change the law. I feel like no one should ever have immunity in a case dealing with children.
Exactly.
Teenagers,
absolutely
anybody
right.
under the age of consent. Anything dealing with people under the age of consent, no one should have immunity in this shit.
Right.
How everybody in this man case testified got immunity, and then they got caught lying. Then you got the fat ass motherfucking greaseball, Jim Derrigada, saying the fucking government didn't coach the witnesses enough.
He just mad his fat ass gotta go testify too. That's all that is.
Oh, they say that progress, I think, say that motherfucker would have been outside the courthouse. They say he was outside the courthouse on Thursday with a free R. Kelly shirt on. So he tried to do his thing. He say Jim Derrigada gonna come there with a free R. Kelly shirt on. So he don't want to be on that stand at all, boy.
That motherfucker on that stand, he gonna sweat chocolate milk out.
Man, that's all I'm saying. He did an interview on Wednesday and said that the government presented clips from 17 different tapes.
But check this out, y'all. Big Vibe. Let's say Kel, even if he was on the tape, he can still beat this shit because you gotta look at it. Chain of custody in this shit. Look who hands all been on this tape. It went from Lisa Van Allen to Keith to Charles
not to
to
Keith
Michael
now.
Avenatti.
It went from Lisa to the post office. She mailed this shit, man.
That's a damn crime right there. That's what the real interstate commerce. You can't.
I just want to say they treat R. Kelly like Donald Trump, man.
Right.
Yeah, but see, Donald Trump would have pardoned R. Kelly, and they know that. Donald Trump ain't have a problem with R. Kelly, but at the same time, you gotta look at Donald Trump. The same type of behavior. Donald Trump not behaving the same mindset. Donald Trump wasn't gonna go along with the get along.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie. Donald Trump was in office. He would have pardoned Kells as he got
same shit with R. Kelly. R. Kelly was never gonna get down. What they fail to realize about R. Kelly, and this is the truth, bro. R. Kelly, much as he has done for the music industry, he was never an industry dude. Never. He never embraced his level of celebrity, man. That's why he was able to be around these nobody-ass females. Honestly, this man never thought he was that big of a superstar as he was. He didn't look at shit like that, man. His gift was his music, and he enjoyed doing his music. He didn't care about the money. He didn't care. When he started looking at the money, that's when they say, "Oh, we gotta get rid of this motherfucker." You know what I'm saying? Now he's looking at where the money going. Now he go to the bank for the first time and see he only have $300K in the bank. Now he like, hold on, man, I'd have sold over 75 million records, man. How the hell I only got $300,000? Now all of a sudden everybody's struggling, trying to motherfucking figure out where they gonna go hide it. No, you can't. We can't all hide in the same goddamn hole now.
Right.
You gotta go find you somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? He might not see me over here. You know, but this is the whole thing. R. Kelly was never for the industry, man. He just was a guy who loved to make music. He loved music. He loved his craft. Because if he was an industry guy, people stealing his money would have never happened because industry people always talking about the numbers. They always looking at the deal. They don't give a damn about the music. They just want to make sure they keep them deals coming, make sure them numbers where they supposed to be at. R. Kelly, when he just made music, man, he helped people. You hear this man talk about working with Michael Jackson, working with Whitney Houston. How excited. This man say, I'm a fan of these people. This is a celebrity at the peak of his career.
They played on that man. They played on that man dyslexia, bro. Think about it, man. R. Kelly probably go to do a show. Man, they probably telling R. Kelly just for a tour, he's gonna give you 3 or 4 million. Barry Hankerson probably pocketing in 40 million, give R. Kelly $1 million. The man can't count and read. They took advantage of that man. They robbed that man. Blind, bro.
Then they doing other whole shit. Booking shit.
Man, I don't see that shit again, though, bro. You don't like somebody like with the equivalent of R. Kelly, like that's just like stealing from a blind man or stealing from somebody that's handicapped, like with that situation, bro. Yeah, I know this man couldn't count his money and you know what I'm saying, couldn't read those contracts that good. Y'all, man, that's foul, man. Them people gonna see that shit again. Whoever was stealing from that man, they know that's wrong. That's just like stealing for somebody that's, you know what I'm saying, not bash Kells like that's somebody special need. He can't, you know what I'm saying. He ain't equipped like everybody else, you know what I'm saying? Also, not bash him in no, you know what I'm saying, no way like that. Right. He just is what it is. Now, no people did that though, man. They filed for that.
Yeah, they filed. Super foul. It's coming all out though. Hopefully it come all out. You know, it's coming out.
Oh, without a doubt it is.
Yeah, them people, his management was booking shows, right? These people was taking the advance money for the shows, and then when Kells wasn't showing up to the show because he didn't know, the people in the venue would sue him. So when they sue him, he would have to pay them lawsuits. But the people that booked the show then got the upfront money. You get how they was stealing the money?
Right. Then like them settlement checks. You think of let's say R. Kelly settled with somebody. You think these motherfuckers gonna get 100,000, 200 if what's her name? Joanna Payton getting all that money had $500,000. You think Barry Hankston and Demetrius Smith wouldn't get no money, and what's his name? Darren McDavid went pocket scheming some of that money?
When they said R. Kelly's signature was on none of them payments, because R. Kelly didn't even pay Lisa Van Allen for the tape with his wife on it. Ed Jensen and Palladino paid for them tapes back. R. Kelly didn't pay for them tapes back. But his whole purpose of trying to get the tape back was to protect his wife. Now, she's so goddamn stupid. She out here now, she doing workout classes and OnlyFans trying to make money because she ain't got no career no more.
She's so stupid, you know what I'm saying? If she would have came by instead of standing by R. Kelly's side, her and her kids could have got Power Turner, and that money R. Kelly would get, they could have got that. But she want to be stupid and want to be seen drill, just seeking for attention. R. Kelly want her to be just a normal housewife. She at 50 years old, she having a damn midlife crisis. She want motherfucker to be seen, and that ain't the way to get attention at 50 years old. Man, you got kids out.
She got OnlyFans, man. Then you got the kids mad at their daddy because of the shit you done told them. You turned them against their daddy. Now they blaming their daddy.
Right.
How can I blame my daddy for what he going through right now when I'm hearing all these women sit up here lying?
But
how the fuck?
I seen the interview with his older daughter saying she couldn't get a record deal. My thing is, how because of your dad? How come you couldn't get a record deal because of your daddy, but your mama kept his last name out here every time she get an interview or get on a talk show? They want to hear what she got to say. How R. Kelly did this to her, R. Kelly did that to her. No, R. Kelly's not the reason, baby. You ain't getting no record deal. It's your mama. If your mama went out here going along with these damn guys trying to tarnish this man's name, y'all wouldn't be in the first place. Man, R. Kelly put his daughter on the song. He set her up, man. He put on that Buffface album. Like she was in motion to, to do something. That ain't his fault, because if you wanted to do music, you could have did music back when he was out. He could have brought you up. If he was made a live to what she is, he could pretty sure do something for his own daughter.
And Drill should have stood by her, man, like Hillary Clinton did when Bill got hit in the Oval Office. You see how? You see how?
Like Bill Cosby's wife, man.
Yeah. Like Hillary Clinton did for Bill Clinton with the Lewinsky situation. You know what I'm saying? Look how embarrassing that must have been, but she stood by her dude, and he, you know what I'm saying? So why, black women we need to stand up for one another. Let me say that, because I don't want to just,
but we don't want to make it one-sided, because that's one thing we do over here. We do talk about both sides of the totem pole, not just one.
Yes,
and our Kelly daughter, more than likely, she just ain't had a talent, man. She just, Michael Jordan, gifted as he was, neither one of his kids had that same gift.
Just like Andrea and Johnson, they can sing like to us, like we probably can't sing it out. They can sing, but they ain't on no stage of a, Brandon Monk type singing. You know what I'm saying? They can't
look at the R. Kelly didn't work with, man. This man didn't work with Whitney, man. This man didn't work with K. Michelle. This man didn't work with Mary J. This man didn't work. This man know talent. Aaliyah. This man know singers when he sing them. You know what I'm saying? But none of these people, look at Kelly Price, all these people that he has produced, man. This dude, like his daughter, music ain't for you. Music, and then another thing, I believe he tried to protect his kids from this industry because he know how it is. This ain't no shit y'all want to be
Just like Kerry,
You know what I'm saying?
Kerry mad at R. Kelly talking about he blackballed. You just ain't no good
Man,
rapper, man.
R. Kelly should have blackballed Kerry, man, because Kerry would have been an OD by now if he would have ever
Right.
came into a big contract. Motherfucker, everybody in Chicago gonna be up. Dope house gonna be popping.
Boy, you crazy ass, big man.
No offense to Kerry, but they say Kerry was out there doing his thing back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So Kerry, but like you say, man, everybody's not because one thing about this shit, what people have to look at, man, is one thing about this shit that people have to look at when you destined for greatness, when it's meant for you to be in that position, it ain't a such thing as a person who can prevent you from being there. That's what God ordained that position for you. So when people start to blame other folks for their reason for not making it, no, it ain't nobody's fault because you didn't make it but yours. That wasn't what God wanted you to be. That wasn't God's intentions for you. Because if God say I want your voice to be heard globally, guess what? Your voice gonna be heard globally. If God say I want you to be the best player to ever touch a basketball, guess what you're gonna be? You're gonna be the best player to ever touch a basketball. Come on, man. Can't nobody prevent what God got for you. It's already in stone. Now, we got people going around blaming, I can't pay my light bill because I let somebody else borrow some money. Well, that was your dumb ass thing. That's a dumb ass choice. You gave somebody your last money and didn't even pay your bill. But we want to blame somebody else for decisions that we make. We want to blame other people for our shortcomings. And this is what I talk about. This is a problem in the community. We always want to blame others for things that we don't accomplish, places that we don't get to. It ain't nobody's fault but ours. And guess what? I understand enough to where whatever God has for me in this lifetime, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to have it all. I'm going to have it all because he already know what it is. He going to give it to me. Now, how many of us that had and been in that position and then fucked it off and be like, man, next time when God bless me, man, I ain't doing that what I did the first time no more. You know what I'm saying? We all have had blessings in this life that we live, and we mishandle those blessings by trying to help other people. Sometimes God said we have to be selfish in our blessings. My blessings is my blessing. It's not. I shouldn't have to share my blessing with you just because you feel entitled to it. This is what we see with R. Kelly. His blessing was his music. His blessing was his music. Music was his gift. His blessing was the financial part of it, and he tried to help everybody. And that wasn't God's intentions for him to do. Him helping these people only allowed them to be able to come at him. Just think about it. If he never looked out for these people, they wouldn't have had nothing to say about it. Because they would have never been around.
Isn't that something?
It's crazy,
Can y'all hear
right?
me?
Yeah.
We hear you.
Okay. All right. I'm in the truck now. Yeah, I'm on my way to. I'm officially off the plantation.
All right. Yeah, what you think about what I just said, though?
Yeah. That's amazing. My old man taught me, he's from Belzoni, Mississippi, and his key phrase all the time to his kids, especially his boys, pull up by your own bootstraps. Nobody in this world owe you nothing. If you don't get off your behind and create opportunities and snatch them, you gonna starve to death. And nobody gotta care and be concerned. Why? Because you are your own most important resource when it's come to being successful, doing what you gotta do. And your main resource in life that you always gonna depend on is the Creator God. And I yield back. That goes back with your pedigree. If you ain't had that kind of pedigree, if you ain't had that kind of teaching, that type of rearing, then this what you got. You grow up to be a spoiled, grown brat and thinking that entitlement and everybody owes you something. Life being what it is, gonna whoop your behind thinking like that. And this is what you think. If you think I'm lying, go over the transcript of these last couple of witnesses for the prosecution. These people are grown with kids and they still talking like they was back then. Ghetto fabulistic when they was going over them transcripts.
Man,
I
the
said,
girl side
wow.
and they asked, what type of sex acts Mr. Kelly will have you doing? This girl said,
There you
suck
go.
it.
There you go. Like, really? Like, you how old? You do know you in the court of law, right? You do know where you at, right? It goes back to the mindset, bro. Hey, man. Hey, bro, listen. Hey, I got love for my community, all cultures across the globe, man. Listen, man. Listen, you can't help everybody, bro. You just can't bring everybody along with you, man. You just can't, bro. You can take them out the hood, but the hood's still in them.
Yeah. And then how the hell you go? This woman tried to sue R. Kelly for $1 million, but you can't even count. You can't remember how old you was when you met her. So $1 million.
Oh, that blew my man when I heard that.
How you gonna sue somebody for $1 million? You can't even count. Then the chick talking about in 1999 she was 16, but you sued him in 2001. You was 21. How you go 5 years? How you skip 5 different ages over a 2-year period?
Hey, I forgot who said that in the chat last couple of videos. I forgot who said.
Early, you flunking. You dropped out of school.
Hey, her password. Hey, her password is 1621. That was her password, 1621. I forgot who said that. Man, I almost fell out when I saw that.
Lex said that. Lexington Warren.
That was Lex. Okay, that was Lex. Okay, yeah. Boy, I almost fell out, boy, when I saw that. I was like, wow.
How the hell you graduated school at 16? You can't even add 2 years. Come on, man.
Oh my goodness, man.
Don't even add up, man. They say when they asked the chick what type of sex act R. Kelly would have her performing, they say she said sucking dick. They say that one of the jurors just put their hand over their heart.
Put a hand over her heart, like.
Man. Ellen was giving her testimony. One of the jurors, you know what I'm saying, was taking notes at first. Then, long the progress on her process kept going on. He just put his pen down, put his hand over his head.
Man, she was the worst though. She was the worst.
Wow.
She was the worst, man. Then the $1 million narrative. Everybody wanted R. Kelly to give them $1 million. That's what I don't understand. All of these people feeling entitled to $1 million from R. Kelly for nothing. You got Tom Freeman wanted $1 million. Lisa Van Allen wanted $1 million. Tim Savage wanted $1 million. Angelo wanted $1 million for giving his daughter a record deal. John Russell wanted $1 million. Everybody wanted $1 million from R. Kelly.
They should have threw Charles Freeman out the courtroom. He said that if you had tapes of child pornography, why you didn't turn them over to the police? He said the police was going to give me $1 million.
Then he said the police
was
going to
they should have thrown that man out at that courtroom.
Yes, sir.
But see, the jurors heard all of that. I want to hear what the jury instructions are going to be. That's going to be
right.
Hey, so the
I believe
the trial starts back up tomorrow, right?
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Okay. Tuesday, we'll get to see what we've been waiting on for 20 years.
20 years, baby. Mm-hmm.
20
oh my God.
We've been waiting 20 years to see this fat fuck on the stand, and he already throwing people under the bus.
Caramel and cheese popcorn. Caramel and cheese popcorn, baby.
Boy, he on the news channel throwing motherfuckers.
Man, that make him get on that stand and throw all them people on the bus, man. No, it was Barry Hankerson.
Look, Mike, you must have heard the last press news conference he did on Thursday last week. You know, he been saying he got that tape at home all this time. All of a sudden, Thursday news conference, he said he was at the studio.
Right. And then he being funny. He don't know what the defense got on him. It's a reason to get him in court.
Man, I hope that.
I think Darren McDavid got his ass by the ball. You know,
I hope
Man,
they got. I hope they got an ace in the hole. I hope they got an ace in the hole. Hey, Dave. Hey, Dave.
yeah.
Hey, Dave. I'm taking a long way home so I can be in the chat. So I'm passing through Wrigley Field now, where the Cubs
Uh-huh.
at. Boy, they out here getting. When I say they out here getting it in, they out here getting it in.
Yeah, you know they do it up there though, man.
Man,
Them
bro,
people do it over there.
every place is open, man. People standing out getting in and just partying, man. Man, I'm just riding through looking, man.
just rolling through the hood,
Yeah.
stop by and say, "What's up?" Let you know your baby boy
Yeah,
is doing so. Hey, yeah, man,
right.
free kids. Hell coming home, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he got a process, but I feel like it's a winnable process. I mean, the
Right.
appeal in New York is, man, he got so many violations in New York, man. That I
Yeah,
mean, shit, that Supreme Court gonna fucking get rid of that shit. Like
yeah,
a
right.
new trial. I want them to give a new trial. I want them to give a new trial and let Jennifer work these goddamn witness accusers like these accusers got their ass beat in Chicago.
Right.
Hey, this gonna be one of them cases like Roe v. Wade, State versus Kelly, that's gonna be in the books forever, man. As a
Uh-huh.
president, man, I'm telling you, this is landmark situation right here, man. You know, it got God hand written
It's
all
very
over it, man.
monumental.
It's so crazy, man. It's so crazy
And
because
that lady
Very.
lied. That lady lied. Nothing even happened to her. She didn't get, nothing happened. She said it years later, but she lied. She lied. There wasn't no truth in none of that. You see that? And they don't make no big deal about that. And that's
And
something.
then the whole damn Lifetime documentary was predicated around Lisa Van Allen and her lying saying she was 17. And she got proved in court that she was 8. Man, R. Kelly lawsuit for Lifetime should have been filed this weekend.
mm,
He should have been put in the lawsuit to sue their ass this weekend.
mm,
You
Lisa
know what I'm
never.
saying?
I'm coming to the point. Lisa never even had a threesome with Jane. You know what I'm saying? That's why I know she
No,
lying.
it was
Because
never. It was never. But see, what I told y'all, did I tell you? I said it don't. I don't even believe it's a tape that even exists with Jane on it.
Right,
Because
right,
if
right.
you listen
It's
to
not.
the tape,
Yeah,
I don't believe that
bro,
either, big guy. Because think
the
about it.
tape that. Go ahead.
Lisa lying, saying that she and Drea never had a threesome, but Lisa keep talking about Jane. Jane testified and said that she had a threesome with Lisa Van Allen. She never said she had. I mean, not with Lisa Van. I'm sorry, with Drea. She never said she had one with Lisa Van Allen. You get what I'm saying? So Lisa, then the tape
Right.
Lisa Van Allen stole. It had a threesome with Drea and Lisa Van Allen on there.
But see, Unc said that last night. Unc said she said Lisa Van Allen and he said Lisa Van Allen and Jane, they got some similarities. You know what I'm saying? So that's why Jane
right.
would come and try to say that's me on the tape. He said when you look at a young Lisa Van Allen, she kind of looked like Jane, a little bit. I say you right. She kind of looked like Jane and Adelina Prado.
Yeah,
They all
yeah,
got some
You're
yeah,
right, though.
yeah.
similarities.
When you see that tape, everybody, that old tape, everybody look like everybody, bro. you can't get,
Right.
Right.
you can't really tell that R. Kelly. That could be an R. Kelly look-alike on that tape. You can't, when you
Right.
watch that last tape from that last trial that was on the internet, and you see the still shot, you can't put on that point and say, oh, that's R. Kelly right there. It look like somebody. You know what I'm saying? Let's say Big Vibe, you know what I'm saying, got a twin out there that look just like him. The dude that look
I
like
do, man.
the twin, the twin of
I
Big
do.
Vibe could be on the tape, but they ain't even Big Vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look here,
Right.
look, J Rock. I'm glad you said that. Right. One night I'm out by the bar. Right. This is about a month ago. I'm out by the bar. I'm by myself though. Nobody else with me. So one of my homies pulled up while I was standing out there. Right. So I got a brother, an older brother. Everybody say we look alike, but I don't see it. So this girl like from where we from in Louisiana that grew up with us, me and my homeboy talking. And the girl, she across the street, but she started hollering, DD, like she saying my brother's name, but I'm not paying attention because she not saying my name, so I'm started talking to the dude outside me. And she like, yo, you be talking to you? I'm like, who is you talking to? She said, I'm talking to you. I'm like, what the fuck? Who is that? So she walked across the street. She like, you ain't Didi? I'm like, no, that's my brother. She's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm like, I called my brother. I say, man, I don't know what the fuck we got to do, but this shit right here ain't gonna work for me, man. It's been guys. It be guys that walk up on me, having a conversation with me, talking to me as if I'm my brother, and then they realize it. They be like, damn, man, I thought you were Didi. My bad, man. I tell my brother this all the time. I say, man, I don't know why people always walk up on me.
That's why.
Thinking I'm you. So it's very possible.
Hey, Big Ry, I got that same problem,
And
man.
Damon Pryor.
Everybody.
If Damon Pryor looks just like R. Kelly from a distance. You know what I'm saying?
He do.
Yeah.
David say you got the same problem. You got a brother too, David?
No, I'm talking about people say I look like they uncle, they cousin, they best friend.
Yeah.
Man, I'm talking all the time. Man, they tell me, man, you laugh like him. You look like him. You talk like him. I be like, no, Joe, no. I must got one of them familiar faces or something, man. I'm talking about it happens to me all the time, bro. I just want to say that.
Man. Yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, man. I told my brother, I told him, well, man, you know, depending, I say you might want to figure this shit out, man, because this stuff started becoming too regular, man. You know, maybe if I'm tired one night, you can go to work for me, shit. They won't notice.
Right.
But yeah, man. But like I was telling me, I hollered up, man, and talked about some things, and I was just speaking to like I say, I want to address the community, man, and really, man, trying to figure out like how do we start moving, how do we move going forward when all this is over with R. Kelly, and really just trying to, you know, shed light to the youth or to the people that, you know, anybody could be R. Kelly.
Right.
What is it gonna be when it's dealing with someone who ain't got no money, who can't afford a Jennifer Bojan? You know what I'm saying? But guess what? We as regular civilians, we might can't afford Jennifer Bojan, but if we can come together and we can form the numbers,
there you go.
If we can form the numbers, we can be just as powerful as Jennifer Bojan. Because right now, R. Kelly needed an attorney like Bojan because of the shit that has took place surrounding his case. He needed a high value. But if he had the support from his people just coming up to that courthouse, putting pressure on these people, not putting like physical putting pressure on these people, but to let these people know, hey, we're watching y'all. We see what y'all doing. We see what's going on now. You know what I'm saying?
Nephew, that's the reason why they didn't air that on television. Because the public who was on the other side would have seen like, wait a minute. And they was preventing that. So you know this was strategically done, man. This was done on purpose. And that's why these platforms are so important to voice our First Amendment, bro.
And then, you know, if they just think if he would have been if he would have been out to fight this case, to prepare for this case, to, you know what I'm saying?
First trial in 2008.
Exactly.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So the whole thing.
But see, you go back to 2008, and you go back to that Travis Smiley interview. I'm telling y'all, the government took that interview and they made sure they silenced this man. Because if you go back to that interview and Travis Smiley asked him about, you know, about the 2007 trial and the music, he said, well, he said back then, he said my record labels and people close to me was advising me not to put out music and not to do this and not to do that. He said, but music is my gift. He said, I insisted on putting out this music. He said, he said, just like a soldier in war.
Right.
He say, and he had this sword. He say,
right.
He say, that's how I look at my music. He say, why would a soldier go to war and put down his sword? He say, if I'm in the midst of a battle, why should I put down? Why should I stop making music? Well, music is my weapon. They said this man put Ignition went platinum during his 2008 trial. They understood the power that this man had in his music to make people generate to come together around him because
and make
like,
babies.
you know what I'm saying? That too. Yeah. So they said this time around, well, we're gonna mute R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're gonna
Bob Marley did the same thing. Bob Marley did the same thing.
See, this whole retrial, they said this shit, they've been planning this retrial since they lost in 2008. They've been sitting around strategizing how they was gonna come, what they needed to cut off all the income so he don't have no money.
Yep.
They need to sign.
But that's a violation of your due process, though. That's a violation of your due process.
Exactly. And that's why, I mean,
do y'all think that Robert knew that they were watching him all that time? Do you think that he knew that they were?
I think he knew, and he said that's why he told Gayle King. He say, when somebody with a past is messed up his mind, why would I be out here doing this type of stuff that they are accusing me of doing? He knew. Right, he knew first of all, just like Dr. Sebi, right? What he said his mama told him. He said his mama told him, the people are gonna get you. You beat the Supreme Court. You took the Supreme Court to trial and beat them. All of a sudden they lock you up and then they find you dead in your cell.
Yeah.
Make that shit make sense. I can't understand. You beat these people at their own game. They had a videotape. They felt like they had your ass red-handed in 2008, and you won. Man, that's all this shit is retaliation at its best.
Yeah. There you go.
If somebody come and shoot one of us, we go back and shoot them, they won't lock us up. But they feel like they lost. So they feel like they come back and get their lick back and say, fuck, we don't care who watches.
Yep.
Yep. Oh, we're gonna run a smear campaign. We're gonna try to tarnish the image.
That's all it's about. It's about the image.
The same thing Tupac said. He said, I was trying to get out the game, but they want to dirty up my memory. He said, so it made me come back more relentless. You know what I mean? He said, I was gonna quit rapping. He said, but when I read what they said in the rap, they lied. You know what I mean? He said, so it made me come back more relentless. They want to dirty up my memory. And so, it's similarities there. Yeah, similarities there. Yeah.
Now get free. I'm telling you,
Pop was gonna quit rapping and just start acting, straight acting after all that went down.
If I'm
what you say, Jay? Lil Rock.
Yeah, he did say that. He said that he was like, after all that East Coast, West Coast stuff, he said like, thug life, all this stuff over. He said, y'all can have it. I'm just gonna just start acting. He said he done. He was doing rap.
Right.
Because but people want to throw that. I just want to throw what Tupac did, but you got Puffy and Biggie and them was talking about this man was getting raped in jail. He didn't get shot but one time. But when Pop got heat, everybody want to make it seem like Pop was the one that was doing everything. Now, Puffy intentionally put that Who Shot You record out. Biggie might have wrote that record, you know what I'm saying? Months prior to that, but Puffy knew what he was doing. Puffy knew that was gonna sell records. See, I blame Puffy and Suge for those guys, you know what I'm saying? Demise. Not you can't just because it was easy for Suge to get it to tell Pop, hey yo, chill. You hit him up, you know what I'm saying, let it go. But Biggie could have told Puffy, hey, don't put who shot you. I ain't gonna put that out because everybody gonna think we had something to do with them guys. Could have talked them two young men for going at each other. Them two guys still be in the day. I blame that more on Puffy and Biggie. I'm sorry, not Puffy and Biggie, but Suge and Puffy for those guys to mind.
But Suge did not have the control over Tupac like people think he did. Tupac just was a solid. Tupac was like, if I say you my nigga, you my nigga. But Tupac did what Tupac wanted to do. Biggie didn't have that type of power in his situation with Puff Daddy. He needed Puff Daddy. And see, now that I found out, well, I sent the shit to when they talk about Tupac released his first album was released under his own record label. Tupac had way more leverage in his situation than Biggie would have ever had. Because the world thought that Suge Knight did so much for Tupac. The reason why Tupac was doing what he was doing, but that was a whole lie, man. Tupac was in his own. But Tupac tried to help Biggie. And the thing about that, I feel like if Tupac would have been able to help Biggie, Biggie would have never even signed the Bad Boy. He would have been signed to Tupac.
And if you listen to Ready to Die, that album sounds exactly just like Me Against the World. You could tell Biggie, you know what I'm saying, Pop was schooling him how to, you know what I'm saying, sell records.
Yeah, and that's what Pop said. He said he went back in the lab and changed it. Yeah, he changed it. Yeah.
Cause Biggie had all those songs, same little songs like Pop was talking about. Like that's Tupac motto. He was always talking about dying and death. And when you listen to Biggie, he named the album what Ready to Die. Then Biggie got a song on there called Suicide, similar to Tupac, the song Death Round the Corner. And then you got I Don't Want to Live No More, which is similar to If I Die Tonight. You know what I'm saying? He was, you know what I'm saying? He probably behind his way. He got the game from Pop.
But Pac was, that's what Lil C said. Lil C said Tupac, they were always fucking with Tupac. But it's just people like me and Unc say, me and David, everybody say, it's people that sit around that don't want different entities to come together because they understand the power that these people can bring if they come together. You know, the world was not ready to see a goddamn, I'm gonna tell you the greatest thing that could have happened for women in this country. The greatest thing that would have ever happened for women in this country was goddamn Tupac and motherfucking R. Kelly. They empowered these women. They uplifted these women. They music spoke to women more than it spoke to niggas. They always talked about the struggle of being a single mother.
There's another thing too. You can go back to the civil rights movement. They had they didn't want Malcolm and Martin working together. Malcolm, well, know what I'm saying? He was everybody thought Malcolm was talking about being violent. No, Malcolm said be violent to those that be violent to you, but be non-violent to those that be non-violent. All Malcolm X was saying was defend yourself. If you don't care black, white, red, and they those two guys, Malcolm and Martin, had the same goal, but they just had different ways of getting those goals. And then once Malcolm died, Martin started to see what Malcolm was talking about. They kept those two guys from working together because before Malcolm died, he went to Selma, Alabama, and preached at a church. Not preached, but he's a Muslim, but he talked at a church because they were trying to get the vote the right to pass it. Selma, Alabama, and then 2 weeks later he was gunned down. Those guys, they didn't want that. J. Edgar Hoover didn't want them two guys working together.
Yeah, in Chicago,
I said they don't want Pac and Biggie together, and they want. Think about if R. Kelly and Tupac would have did do an album together. That would have, changed. That would have uplifted black people in so much ways that we wouldn't even know. Man, everybody would have felt, powerful. Because think about it. When you listen to R. Kelly and Jay-Z did Best of Both Worlds, that was a big move that they made, but to me, that was just another album. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I agree, Lil Mac. I agree.
Man, I can only imagine, man, just like the power, like these guys, R. Kelly and Tupac, both coming from the same similar backgrounds. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, just imagine if Kels would have connected with Tupac, and then he would have been under that Tulu's Tupac's stepdad, Matulu Shakur. Man, come on, man. You put Kels in a whole nother realm now. A whole nother understanding, a whole different level of protection. See, Chicago would have been exposed long before this shit came about, because when your boy Jeff Ford and the guy that they killed, the FBI had Fred Hampton, when the Black Panthers and the Rangers was trying to come together, the FBI was the one who was causing the feud, trying to have both of them collide with each other. I'm not sure how accurate it is about, but the things I hear about how Jeff Ford and what the Black Rangers was to the community, they helped the community. They said you had to have an education. You couldn't be a ranger if you dropped out of school. You had to go to school. You had to get your education. You had to graduate. They helped the community out. The same thing that the Black Panthers was doing. But why the hell is it? Why do the people who control the people in the higher seats, why do they not want that type of unity in the community? Because it kills the jail population. When you got people out here telling young kids to go to school and get an education, go to school and get a degree, go to school and be something. They don't want that. So what they did was they tried to put a hit on Jeff Ford and say it was from the Black Panthers. And then they sit there and then try to put a hit on the Black Panthers and said it was from the Rangers to try to start a problem between. But they understood that the enemy was the white people was the real enemy. You know what I'm saying? Then guess who they used to bring Fred Hampton down? A nigga that was still in the car. Got caught stealing the car, and they used this nigga to cooperate with the FBI to infiltrate the Black Panthers. And this man went in there and gave up all the fucking information he got. All them black people killed. And then he turned around and killed himself because he couldn't live with his goddamn country.
Right. Yeah.
Why do we do that, Todd? Yeah. You don't see them other people out here selling themselves out, selling their people out like that. Look at R. Kelly. All these people he have fed. All of these people who have profited off him. All these people who have stole from him. And when he asks where his money at, now all of a sudden he the bad guy. Man, if our community don't see what these people is doing, this shit is by design. And the design is right in your face. They not even hiding this shit no more. They telling you in paperwork, they got informants like Larry McGee. They advocating for this motherfucker don't even go to jail after he done embezzled over $1.some million worth of money using inmates' information in prison. But you sit on the fucking, they go right in the motion that they need Larry to be out because he's a good advocate for women. But what other women has he advocated for outside of these women involved with R. Kelly? You don't see them over there advocating for Brittany Griner. You don't see them over there advocating for Breonna Taylor. You don't see them advocating. You don't see them advocating against abortion. They ain't advocating for nothing but these long ass women dealing with R. Kelly.
I mean, man, could you imagine the population boom of black people if they hadn't, if those people had come together, like, you know, and kept their families intact? And I think that's the most scariest thing, man. It's just, you know, the increase to go from 13% or 14% to 25%, or to even, you know what I mean? That's scary for a lot of people who, you know what I'm saying, that's not controllable. And now we, you know, and then, you know, of course, of course, the structure will have to be there, family orientated, morals and values will have to be there in order for us to even to get to them numbers and to sustain them numbers. You know what I mean? And so I think that's scary for a lot of people, man. Even for some of us, man, it's scary.
But the shit is only scary when it's looked at in our community. It's okay. They preach that. They push for that in all other races and ethnicities. But when it comes to our society, they want us to keep on challenging each other. Man, well, how the hell David get that new truck? Man, David, what the fuck? How you get that house? You know what I'm saying? David, come out. What are you doing with them true religion jeans on? But they want us to sit here and pick you apart. Other than ask you, what's going on, brother? You know what I'm saying? Look, man, I'm working right here at this job, man. I'm looking for some new employment, man. Do you know somewhere I can go find a job paying decent money? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just out here just trying to live a little better than, what I'm living. You know what I'm saying? But instead, we are conditioned to just sit here and hate on David because David out here busting his ass. Because David out here working. I tell people, I respect any man hustle. I don't give a damn what your hustle may be. It ain't my job to figure out how you get your money. But if you out here getting it and you ain't taking it from no old lady, you ain't robbing no old lady, you ain't robbing old people or taking it from kids, then hey, that ain't my business where you get your money from.
Right, it ain't my business.
But we know our culture has been, our culture can only be entertained by our people. They only want to talk about us, but they'll go to the movies and watch these white folks and don't even question nothing about them. But every time we do something, they want to know how we get it. They want to know how we got there. You get a position, like I tell people, it's a difference. You can have a job anywhere, but when you get a position, that's different. Once you get a position, you in there. How he get that position? Who he told on? Now you got to be told on somebody just because you got a position now. You know what I'm saying? And
that's that Willie Lynch. That's that Willie Lynch. That's that slave mind.
Niggas are the worst bosses I ever had. And no lie. No lie. I'm being honest. Niggas are the worst bosses I ever had.
They some of the worst workers too.
Man,
they some of the worst.
Bro.
Go ahead.
Now you hit it on the head. Man, I done worked with some niggas that I done been supervised by some black men, bro, that sit here and literally just act as if they shit don't stink and don't even know how to operate the damn machine. I gotta teach you how to run this motherfucker. But you want to talk down on me. Maybe I need to go be trying to talk to somebody to get your position.
Right.
But me, I was always taught, cause see, I used to stand alongside my grandfather. My grandfather was working, guess what? If my grandfather would have never asked me, pass me that 3 1/4, pass me that half inch, pass me that 9/16, I would have never knew what the fuck they was.
Right.
So if my grandfather would have never taught me, and the reason why he taught me because he say, I'm gonna teach you to make it easy on me. So if we ever have this problem again, you'll know how to do it if I'm not here. So if somebody comes to the job with me, I'm gonna teach this person everything that I know because I'm gonna need this person to be able to run this machine and operate this machine just as if I was here, or just as if I was standing there.
Right.
I don't need to be on my lunch break and getting called and say, hey man, the machine stopped. I don't know how to get it going. See, even at my job I work now, I work by myself. In the day shift, they have about 11 to 12 guys that work, all of them work together. I work by myself because my boss man say I'm confident enough to know that you can get the job done. And I know I can get it done.
Right.
I'm not going to overexert myself. I'm going to do just what I have to do. Simple as that. But our people, man, and this is what I say, our people, our culture, man, we have to start getting back. When I tell you, we got to start back to trusting the people. We got to start back trusting each other. We got to start back loving each other. And we don't got, like I said, if I don't agree with how you feel, if I don't agree with where you stand, guess what? I can still love you and have nothing bad to say about you and don't have to deal with you. Hey, I respect you, my brother. I love you. May God bless you and let you go on about your way. and I go on by my way. But we have some people in our culture that can't tend to move forward. Oh, I don't like you. But they'll stand there and watch everything that you do just so they can critique you, just so they can have something to say about it. But then once you hit them in their fucking mouth, now they want to run to the police. Now they want to go play victim. But if you don't like me, why are you near me? Why are you around me? Why are you watching me? If I don't deal with somebody, if I don't like somebody, I don't give a damn what they doing in their life. As long as they ain't affecting nobody around me or nobody that's attached to me, I don't give a fuck what they do. You keep that negative ass energy over there with you. You ball that shit up and kick it up the street with you. Don't come around me with that. I'm no longer accepting that negative ass energy, especially on my platform. That shit over with. If you ain't on what I'm on, no hard feelings. I ain't fucking with you. Deuces. Because what we do over here, all we do over here is try to talk about a little bit of things, try to talk about uplifting our people. We're trying to bring our people up to speed with what's going on in the world today. Because we have to form our union right here. If we can form this union right here, then guess what? Like I always say, that's why I say, ain't no to-go trains over here. If somebody want to know what's going on, you need to bring them. Bring them over here. Let them hear what's going on. Invite them to come listen to what we talking about. Don't go back and tell them. You know what I'm saying? When they sitting there hearing you laughing, don't know why you laughing. They want to figure out why you laughing. Tell them, hop on. I can't share my phone with you. You're going to have to get on your phone and come go to it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's how you build. That's how you build. And once you get them people the procedures of eating when you come to this table, guess what? When somebody asks them what they laughing about and what they looking at, guess what they gonna say? Go on your phone and go to Big Bow Pink on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? That's how you grow a community.
Share the information, because information changes the situation.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Exactly.
I don't think we beating a damn horse on here. I told you, what you say, nephew. He say some big things gonna happen, nephew. And guess what? It's gonna be some changes too. I told some of the numbers that the previous videos had done. Said, wow. I said, I ain't gonna even much lie. It was scary. I said it was scary. It was so scary to look and see 150 people on this live stream one night. I said 150 people. But guess what? Somebody talking. The word is getting out.
Right.
The word is being spread. That's why I tell people don't take no to-go trade from here. Bring somebody. Every day we should be looking to bring somebody. Bring somebody. What they tell you when you go to church? If you know somebody who's trying to be saved, bring them with you next time.
Right. That's right.
To the church.
Yeah, bring your friends, bring your enemies. Bring your friends, bring your enemies.
Bring them. Invite them. Let them know what's good going on over here. You have a panel with men, sometimes women.
Yeah.
But when we men on here, we don't downgrade women. We try to uplift these women, telling these women, look, we want to stand with y'all, but can we trust y'all to stand with us? You know what I'm saying? Can we trust y'all to stand with us? Because now what it looks like is, anytime a woman try to stand with us as man, the masses come in here and say, well, look, ladies, we'll give you $30,000 if you dish this nigga. And guess what the woman say? What is it? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you remember that part of 12 Years a Slave when that one chick was getting the stuffing beat out of her? The black slave girl?
No, tell me about it.
In the movie, man, I guess you had to pull up the scene or something, but it was this black girl in the movie. I think it's the little famous African chick. And man, she was messing with the masses. and the lady of the house was jealous of her. And man, she would do the cruelest thing to the chick, man. And right as the dude was getting his freedom, she had just got the stuffing beat out of her that night. And so that's like, I don't know, I'm just comparing it to how it is for the industry, I guess. You know what I'm saying? They get the pleasure of messing with Master, but he gonna dog the mess out you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you might well stick with us. You know what I'm saying? You might well come back home and fight. Let's fight together. Yeah.
Yeah, let's fight together. Us together. You like we've been saying. How in the hell did these black women think that Jim Derogatis cared about them? How do this man care about y'all? But when they subpoena him to come to court, he say, "I plead the fifth." So if he willing to write books about y'all, but he ain't willing to come testify on y'all behalf.
Yep.
Make that make sense. But let a brother ask you for your story. I ain't giving you my shit. I ain't giving you my motherfucking story because you paid me. But they willingly went and gave it to this white man and didn't get nothing.
That's that slave man. That's that slave man. That's what happened on the plantation.
What's up, Miss April? You see, that's the issue. How not when did we start running to the white man to be our savior? When did we start relying to the news? When did we start relying on the news to report what goes on in the black community?
Civil rights.
We sit here and watch the news talk about how many brothers, innocent children of color we saw get shot down on video in the news. The first thing they pull up is, oh, he had weed in his system. He was intoxicated. Oh yeah, he had discharge back in the day. Every black victim that was murdered on camera by police, the news went and dug up the people's background and only talked about the criminal history they had. Why they never talked about this man having a family? Why did they talk about these innocent black men that was being gunned down, the children that they leave behind? Why that wasn't important? Why did they show that? But they want to talk about our brother and sister being on drugs. Look at this nurse. They got the girl that got killed, Breonna Taylor. They talking about this woman was a whole drug dealer, all type of shit. Just smeared this young lady name in the media like that. And there wasn't no outrage behind it. Every time it comes to us, but now it's R. Kelly. Everything that the news media say about R. Kelly, yeah, he did that. Why aren't the news media reporting the lies that these people have been caught up in? They know what's going on. But they gonna refuse to talk about it because if they say something outside of the script that they have to read off, they ass gonna be without a job. But one thing about it that I always look at is it's called integrity, man. At some point, you gonna have to stand up for yourself as a man, as a woman, and say, you know what? I can no longer go against what's right. God will see favor in you. If you do the right thing and that shit cost you your job, guess what? That wasn't the job for you. Why are you around this place? If a motherfucker fire you for doing the right thing, if somebody dislike you for speaking out for the right cause, these people that don't need to be around you.
But you know, they tied the way it is right now is they tied to your pocket though. Like if you don't bend to certain rules, like even on YouTube, you don't watch what you say, they'll strike your channel if you play the wrong thing. You know what I'm saying? So you almost gotta stop, playing by their rules even in that way. So it's like, man.
But even on YouTube, it be people that get mad. See, when people see one thing about YouTube, YouTube just ain't gonna strike your channel. It's these people who, when you tell them the truth about their ass, they tell YouTube what to do. You know, they send they
Right.
file a report with YouTube,
Right.
and then YouTube come after you. But see, YouTube just ain't gonna fuck with you just because you on here saying what you saying. Now, if somebody is offended by what you saying, or feel like they content that you are posting is maybe they, you know, the copyright claim or whatever. You know, that part right there, that's something that they have a policy against. But as far as people coming to strike you, that's gonna be simply because you spoke the truth about somebody and they didn't like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
When
Hey
you speak the
nephew, I
truth,
just arrived home. I just arrived home, and I'm about to transition it into the crib, get my bags and stuff. So I got to keep my alert on until I get in the crib.
okay,
I
man,
come back and check. I come back. Yeah, I come back in the check. Once I settle in. Hold it. Y'all hold it down until I come back in the chat.
All
yeah,
Okay.
right.
Dave, me and David on here. Well, so man, David, so I'm gonna ask you this, man. What you looking to see with next week, man?
Man,
As
I'm
far as
just I'm
legendary
anxious.
goddess, you got I think the woman Angel Cruz, from the prosecutor office. I think Darren McDavid supposed to testify. I don't know them. I think them the few names that I heard supposed to testify. But like, you know, if you had like where you stand right now as far as everything that you know as of today.
I mean, I mean, I always stood with R. Kelly, like as far as feeling like it was some bullshit. So ain't nothing really moved me as far as that. I'm a little more excited that what came out in the trial so far. It don't really look like the government proved their case. I'm wondering, like, that it's rested. Like, is it a hook in the game that could come at the end with the closing arguments or whatever? Because I just can't see Bonjean, is probably gonna destroy these people. So I'm I'm just I'm flabbergasted that the defense, I mean the prosecutor rested. I'm trying to see what could they have up their sleeve because, like I said, it don't seem like they proved their case.
I
So
think they threw the towel in, but they supposed to had another woman, but she didn't even show up. And and another thing that I want to say that I like is that the defense get they get two closing arguments. The defense team,
okay.
cause Dad McDavid attorney, gonna get to make his closing statements. Bunjean gonna make her closing statements, and Milton, June Brown, what his attorney really hasn't been saying too much of nothing, because it's been Darren McDavid attorney and Jennifer Jean. So at least those two, Jennifer Jean and Glassman, Brentley and Jennifer Jean would be able to really just like put everything and put everything into its totality for the jurors to understand, as far as what wasn't proven. You know what I'm saying? They'll
Yeah.
be able to summarize everything up and present it to the jury, like, the discrepancies that was acknowledged, the ages that wasn't proven, the lies that was told, and the simple fact that all of these people who took the stand had immunity. The only reason why they testified, they wasn't there because they wanted to be there. Bring up the fact that Lisa Van Allen didn't want to show back up on the second day of cross examination.
Right.
The
Right.
tape. It wasn't the chain of command with these tapes. They never
Yeah.
proved the chain of custody with the tape. The original tape was never shown. One of the tapes was also missing. You know what I'm saying? There's so many different discrepancies
So
that can
many.
be pointed out. Like, I feel as though
Man.
it's gonna be them closing statements between Brentley and Bo Jean is gonna be critical.
Yeah, I'm saying, man, it should be a celebration. And just at the trajectory that we're going, Because now the ball's in our head, and we know Bonjean is going to handle it. You know, she already drew it. She already laid it out from the jump. It's so interesting to see, like, you know, if these people would still be crazy enough to find R. Kelly guilty, though. I guess that's really what we all on
Well, we
pause
got
from, man. Like,
we sitting here speculating. We like because we don't know what to expect. Because
right, man.
we heard a decent case in New York. I mean, like it or love it. What's the guy named Kennick did poke holes in
In the
some of the
story, right?
witnesses' testimony, but
Yeah.
also you got the lead prosecutor. I mean, the lead attorney come out and open the statements. Nicole come out and say, y'all gotta find my client guilty. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
How you make an opening statement to the trial and say, y'all gotta find my client guilty?
Yeah, I mean that don't sound right. Is that what R. Kelly's lawyer said?
Yeah, that what Nicole Becker said in
No,
opening in the New York trial. Y'all gotta find my client guilty.
what he meant to say, y'all a reasonable doubt or something. That's what he probably was trying to say.
Man, I don't know what that dumbass one was trying to say. She got her ass. Then she was all. Then Greenberg did some whole shit with that because he brought something to the judge's attention. The reason why Nicole couldn't cross-examine Azriel, but they talking about it was a conflict of interest because she
Mm.
represented Azriel. You know, all this was Greenberg doing.
And Greenberg, the one that got on TV the other day, right? With the bullshit interviews,
All this
right?
interview, but I heard they said it was bullshit.
Yeah. It was suspect at very least, Jack. I'm telling you. I was looking at it like, why is he saying what he's saying? You know, why is he even
Cause he
fucking talking
asshole
about?
hurt cause he lost his job.
Because what they doing better than he did is like
He didn't do
they.
shit.
Mm,
See,
mm,
you could
mm.
have did better than he did if you went down there just stood in front of R. Kelly. This motherfucker didn't do shit. He was right across the street from the Chicago Metropolitan Center, and he wouldn't even go over there and see the man. He didn't.
God,
He never even went got to 3,500 material, the discovery for the case.
man, just what they call
Then
that
his
ineffective counsel or something.
ineffective counsel.
Yeah,
Then he gonna get in trouble for uh, uh, having a man sign them royalties over.
yeah, sleazy uh, business guy.
Then he brought Baby Powder Johnson funk ass in there. Look at shit he was doing.
Who is that? Who is Baby Powder?
Baby Powder, that Daryl Johnson, the dude with the haircut with the dreadlock.
Oh yeah. That dropped the case. He kind of got away from the case real quick,
Yeah,
right?
he got
Yeah.
fired.
And what's his name again?
Baby Powder Johnson. They call him, his name Daryl Johnson. I call him Johnson and Johnson Baby Powder.
Baby Powder. Okay.
Yeah, that's Baby
Yeah.
Powder, man. Then he
Mm-hmm.
tried to get R. Kelly set up. Talking about R. Kelly give him $2,400, $2,500. He knows somebody that work inside the Chicago Metropolitan that can get R. Kelly a phone. So they were finna try to sneak R. Kelly a phone in the damn jail, and he was gonna go and call. They were gonna go and call the ward and get R. Kelly shake down, and then he get caught with a cell phone in jail.
Man, it's a dirty game, man. Why they so dirty with this guy, man? It's like, man, it's nothing but snakes around this dude.
What's up, Darlene? Yeah, man, it's everywhere, man. And then he shot on Gayle King interview, and
I I would not want to be rich, man. I would not want to be famous or rich, man. I'm telling you, if I could just be wealthy and be able to be in the background somewhere, man, nobody know. I would love to live like that. I wouldn't want to be famous at all.
yeah,
Cause you
man.
ain't gonna attract nothing but people that's gonna be trying to get you for your goods, man. It's like, wow, man, that's a terrible way to live.
Then he shot on Gayle King interview. Gayle asked him would he let his kids go around R. Kelly. He said, no, I wouldn't let my kids around. You know, I mean, all these people have said derogatory shit about this brother, man. As if they, but these people that's supposed to be representing them, though, that's the crazy part about it.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
told
Big
Kelly,
Bang, if you go on my channel, right, and you look at this video called September 17th, I think, that's what I was talking about. All these people that got something to say about this man, and all the lies that's been told, what should happen to them? You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
you know, and it's like, man, and it's like it's turning back around. It's almost like the song was almost like prophetic. You better be careful what you say to me.
yeah.
You might turn around on you. So it's like, man, it's something to see this stuff playing out. We got, man, we still got to wait till Tuesday, man. So I
Man,
know
Jim
Bunch ain't gonna
Derrick
be
boy,
ready, huh?
they gonna have a motherfucking, they gonna have a bucket of fucking Crisco up there to rub on the stand so he can get his big ass in that seat. And they gonna have a box of paper towels and he gonna get up there crying more than the goddamn women was. Jim, why did you get the tape? I don't know. Who gave the tape to you, Jimmy? I don't know. I wasn't there. I didn't see it. I can see his big ass crying. Who's on the tape, Jimmy? Because you gotta make this shit make sense, Jim Derrick got it. And see, this is the thing now. People have to look. People have to look at it like this. People have to look at it like this now. Jim gotta answer all these goddamn questions now. Who brought you that tape? No, this ain't, that wouldn't even be the first question. My first question wouldn't be how he got the tape. My first question would be, how did you know to call Sparkle? That would be my first question. How did you know to call Sparkles to identify the young lady on the tape? That would be my first question. Why did you call Sparkle to identify the young lady on the tape? How do you know? If you don't know Sparkle, she don't know you. How do you know to just call Sparkle? How do you even have Sparkle's phone number to even call her? To question her about this tape. I wouldn't even ask him how he got the tape first. I'm going straight to, how did you know to call Sparkle after seeing this tape?
Somebody told him who to call.
Then, you see where that's going to lead it to, right? When you ask him that question, it's going to lead back to how he got the tape.
Man, this is just going to be so, explosive probably, so, you know what I mean? Like, the information that's like to come out. The questions that Bonjing gonna ask, man. Lord, man. Butter popcorn and Carmen. Carmen, get the mixed bag, man.
What up, Matt? Yeah, but see, she did say that, Matt. But you know, Tuesday, Jim Derrick takes the stand Tuesday. Jim Derrick takes the stand Tuesday. So this is gonna expose the whole goddamn setup. When Jim Derrick get cross-examined, it's gonna expose the whole setup.
How long you think Bonjing gonna take 3 weeks like they took 3 weeks?
No, they gonna have their last witnesses probably gonna be Tuesday or Wednesday. They say they looking to rest they say Tuesday, Wednesday they gonna be resting their case.
And then after they rest their case, the prosecutor get to say something else?
Well, the prosecutor, you know, they're gonna do the closing argument, you know, the closing statements or whatever, do their closing, and then boom. But Jim Derrick finished, because the whole thing about the whole notion around this tape has been the whole Achilles heel to the whole case for over 20 years, man. This tape.
Right, because it was him that was doing all the in between moves, right?
Yeah, this Jim Delgado is the one who broke the shit.
Right.
He the one who broke the story.
Right.
But now it's gonna go back to okay, well then Jim, but there'll be as me as an attorney. I'm not as skilled as Jennifer and Brindley is. But my first question would be, how did you know to contact Sparkle after watching this tape?
That's a good question.
Now that goes back to he gonna have to expose how he got the tape.
I plead the fifth on that, Your Honor. Can he do that?
Gotta attack the tape. He played the fifth the first time. I don't think he can do it this time.
It's a matter of perjury or something right now, huh?
His big ass ain't finna go to jail, I tell you that. He ain't going to jail. He finna tell on everybody. He finna tell on all the parties involved. Sparkle, Barry Hankinson, he finna tell on everybody.
The whole house of cards come down. The whole house of cards come down with their goddess, huh?
Hey, look. Everything finna go under the bus.
Yeah, man. This is what we've been waiting on.
Jim finna get up there and say, Sparkles, bring your ass. Barry Hankinson, bring your ass. Boy, Jim finna call everybody out, goddamn. Jim say, I ain't burning down in this house by my damn self.
Man, it's too bad they don't. This like must-see TV right here. You hear me, guy?
Attack the tape. I agree, Matt. They gotta attack the tape. They attack the tape, then boom. They gotta expose the whole plot to this tape situation. And welcome to the channel, man. Welcome to the family, man. Welcome. This is my first time seeing you. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. You know, we over here, we keep it real. We keep it real, and we talk with logic, and like Kel say, we use our common sense. But we know common sense ain't so common, so we can get a lot of it.
Yeah, man, it's not so common nowadays.
Yeah. Motherfuckers will let a stop sign lead them through a red light.
Stop it, nephew. Stop it.
For real. For real.
Yeah, your mind messed up, but you. Wow, I'm gonna use that. I got to recycle that, boy. I got to use that. Woo, man.
These
yeah, you know you messed up then.
Motherfucker let a stop sign lead them through a red light now. They rather blow through the red light just to stop at the stop sign.
Oh man.
For real. That's the society we living in, man.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
For real, man.
So you had you asked well, you didn't just ask your uncle, me. You asked Dave and other panel too. You asked why do they do that? Because you got to think why they pick and choose at the culture and our society, especially our culture, is because why you think certain individuals in prominent positions who getting, like we were talking last night, who didn't get appointed in like pastor or whatever on TV, whatever, politician, whatever, and they. Okay, why you ain't gonna speak up against that you see wrong, but yet you turn around and you speak up and you want to go with the narrative over here, is because over here with the majority, you in alliance with them.
Yeah.
It's what's paying you. It's blood money. It's blood money.
Mm-hmm.
You getting appointed in a position, but you weren't appointed from above.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's a teacher, whatever your profession is, you know, if you ain't got the right heart and the right motive, you know what I mean, in a positive and good way, and you walk in the path of goodness, then some people compromise their principles. They throw them to the side because it's a longer process. It's a tedious process.
Mm-hmm.
However, that process makes sure you thorough.
Right.
It makes sure you prepared. It makes sure you fully equipped. It makes sure that you can handle the levels and the arena that you finna go. But you got people today, they want to skip the process.
You can't do that. You can't do it.
I want to come in the lead, but man, I ain't trying to be the 7th or the 8th man off the bench, man. I want to be the number. I want to start. I don't care how talented you is. I don't care if you came from Duke. There's a you got to go through the process, bro. You just can't come in to be. But if I'm with the Shakers over here, that can maneuver some things because they got some influence and they manipulating some things. You know what I mean? That control the thing. Hey man, if you want to, hey man, if you sell out, you come. They don't say it like that, but hey, you know we ain't on that. We don't promote this thing. You got to say that. Hey man, my morals and my principle, man. I'm not with that. But hey, if you're gonna get in this business, if you're gonna get in this industry, if you're gonna come in this league, man, this is how we do down. This tradition, dude. This is how we do. So if you anybody that's been among that and a part of that, but you didn't really roll with them and shake with them like Kale didn't really get out and shake and move around like that. He kept it. He was just a regular, he didn't move around like that. You know what I mean? So when you talking about you want to exit that, I yield back. Go ahead, nephew.
I said what we said last night. Kale's never confined to the industry. He never looked at himself to be an industry type guy. That's why he was
and that was an insult. That was an insult to them, Dave. That was an insult to them.
He never wanted to be a part of the industry. That's why you look at the women he was dealing with. What guy in the industry had these type of goddamn foot runners said they dealt with him. And another thing I thought about this though, and this is another play I thought about too, Ong and David. Y'all let me know how this sounds. Could it have been the sole purpose for Sparkle introducing? Now this is the setup. Now this is a possible setup though. The sole purpose for Sparkle introducing Jane to R. Kelly to be his goddaughter, right? So that could it have been that when R. Kelly was on the road, and Jane became the goddaughter, and she being there with Drea when Kels is on the road? Could it have been that she the motherfucker who's going through the house, snooping and looking and stole the tape? And by Kels trusting her, he never looked at it and she was still a tape. She stole the tape and gave it to Sparkle. Sparkle, she took the tape, she gave it to Sparkle. Sparkle took the tape and gave that motherfucker to BuzzFeed, aka Jim Derogatis. The reason why, see, one thing about it is the way you get under somebody, you have to get somebody in there that person is comfortable with, that they not looking at to that would do something. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking, he probably wasn't looking at, oh, she'll go snooping through my house, or she'll go try, she'll steal. But see, he didn't trust Sparkle. He didn't trust Lisa Van Dalen and them. Even though Lisa was still stealing. But I believe how Sparkle got a hold to a tape. It was through Jane stealing the tape. And she
it's amazing to me, homie. Amazing. The niggas you fuck with, dog.
Jane knew her whole purpose. When Sparkle told her, I'm gonna introduce you to R. Kelly, you ask him to be your godfather. When you get in there and you get comfortable, you get in there, you figure out the layout. I need you to go in there and take something. Because I wouldn't be surprised if him and Sparkle on the tape. If he recorded his wife and himself, he recorded Lisa Van Dalen, I'm not finna sit here and say he ain't recorded Sparkle.
Right.
They put all this shit is a strategic plan around this man for them to bring people, introduce people to him, and then them people go in. They already put, like Azrael. I told people, man, she knew the play when she met R. Kelly. Her mom and them had already told her the game, and then the text messages come out. Her mama coaching her what to do. We had already said that. The mama was coaching her. We said that she was a part of the setup. Then the text messages come out, the mama telling her how to seduce this man, how to do this, how to do that. And then everybody now looking like, damn. But see, the people that support these accusers, they still don't want to address that type of shit, though. Man, if anybody on the panel, man, they got a perspective, you know, we want to hear what y'all say. We want to hear what y'all think, because we be on here all the time. We talking from our point of view, but we want to hear from we want to hear what y'all think.
Hey nephew, I want you to I want you and David comment on this. This is from Plaza's album, the Real Testament. The Real Testament. The title of this song is "Kept It Too Real." Here's the first bars, the first paragraph. He said, "It amazes me, homie, the niggas you F with, dog, every day. You know, you don't know the truth about these niggas until y'all fall out. For whatever the reason the fallout is, it don't necessarily mean that you, the individual, was in a negative space or you did something wrong per se. Maybe you peeped some game about something. You said, dude, that ain't gonna work here. I'm not. Hey, I bless you, bro. I ain't got no ill towards you, man. Hey, in this camp, dude, in this circle, we not with that. I'm not with that. That's gonna mess up my brand, man. You know, you got. Hey, I wish you the best, but I can't have you on the team no more." And to the dude, and to whoever situation, it could be family, whatever, job, whatever, and you sever ties with that person. In their mind, now y'all had a major falling out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care how they show themselves to you. I don't care if it's family, whoever. That's when you really find what a person really character is and where their heart was really at. We talked about that last night, nephew, and we're gonna leave it there. We're not gonna mention, but we talked about that's gone. We done with that. But that lyrics right there in his thing, man. He said, we done bust choppers together. Nigga, we done laid in bushes together. He said, you had me fooled. I thought you was my. He said, but it's my fault. I kept it too real. I was so busy showing love, I didn't even see the signs. See that being real stuff, bro? Man, bro. Woo, man. You take some losses. Am I right, Dave? Go ahead, nephew. Take off, nephew.
Well,
I set you up.
My OG told me, he say, OG told me, fake that you love and real that you kill.
Say it again, nephew.
He told me that fake get you loved and real get you killed.
Woo!
Say that one more time.
I said, what you mean? He said, fake get you loved.
Yeah.
And real get you killed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's what Nino Brown. You know Nino Brown on YouTube. Nino Brown be talking that real stuff. That's what he be talking about all the time. Nino Brown.
Yeah, I like Nino.
Yeah, that's my dude. I watch him, bro. He be on 1,000.
Yeah, I like Nino. He be preaching.
Yes, sir.
You know,
man,
we look at Tupac. If Tupac would have been fake, he'd still be here today.
Yeah, he would have been Jay-Z. He would have been Jay-Z.
Yeah.
If Jay-Z would have been real,
something, man?
If Jay-Z would have been real, Jay-Z would have been dead. Puffy would have been dead. You know what I'm saying? And Biggie and Pac would have been here. If they would have been the fake ones, they would have been here. I mean, you know, that's how I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But see, my OG, he be dropping jewels on me. He like, he told me one day, he said, man, one thing about life, he said, you better always be raw about whatever you do. And I'm like, what you mean by that, Dad? He's like, whatever you do, be raw with it. And that's why I tell you, I say I don't write shit down when I come on my platform.
Right.
I don't talk nothing. Everything I do is off the top of the head.
Right. Yeah.
And so I asked my dad, what you mean by being raw with everything I do? He said, you gotta be raw with everything you do because real always wins. I said, damn. I said.
Elaborate on that, nephew, in your own words and your personal experience. Elaborate on that for us. Bless.
He said because
I might have messed up on that one.
He said when you raw, the raw is the acronym, but the meaning of it for him is real, always win, which means
okay.
You can only fake something for so long before
yes, sir.
the real you come out. Which
Yep.
I was telling you,
Yep.
we heard a motherfucker that's been on the fence for so long, and then guess what? Soon that situation, that opportunity came, and then the real him came.
Yeah,
You know
it had to.
It has to.
Yeah.
So when
True
you
colors gonna always show their sign. It's always. They always begging for to be number one. The true you. Yep. Yep. Yep.
You are here.
Say that one more time.
Pretending to be something that's not you, guess what's gonna happen? The real you is gonna show up one day to address that fake person that's in you. Can you deal with it? What I say, can you look yourself in the mirror and deal with yourself?
Yep.
Can you deal with self?
Yeah.
A lot of these motherfuckers scared to tell y'all they run from their shadow because they scared of that motherfucker because they see how close it is to them.
That's why a lot of people get high too.
Yeah.
Running from themselves.
Go ahead, Dave. Elaborate on that. Blessings, Dave. Elaborate on that.
You know, running from themselves, running from pain, shame, and guilt. You know what I'm saying? Not amount to all type of different situations. So they medicated.
So how did that tie in to how Kels showed the love and the care and who he was for the music company industry, the people he rocked with, his inner circle, the ladies that he dealt with, and all of that? How did that tie and get you set up with a situation that we looking at today?
I mean, if you saying from the standpoint that people was addicts that was around him or something, you know, I must admit, Muse, I'm not familiar with the R. Kelly thing, all the moving parts.
Well, just speaking generality, if it was just you know, one of your uncles, your nephews, one of your longtime friends, whatever, and the same scenario. It's just that, you know, they doing their thing. They may own a construction company or a high-ranking position, or just a person just doing their thing, doing right by their kids and their family and they, you know, whatever.
Right.
But
you know
I can help David out. So he can elaborate a little bit.
Yeah.
And he say people get high so they don't wanna face their own reality.
Right.
And things like that. So when you talk about people went to R. Kelly, they went to R. Kelly per se. He allowed these people around him because he thought he could fix these people. But the whole thing about fixing these people, he didn't really know who these people really were.
Right.
So with that being said, they
bit off more than he could chew.
Yeah. Well, you got to always remember, when a person's heart ain't right, then a lot of times you talking to their representative. They mask and you don't see the real them, like nephew was just saying. But in time, it's gonna come out, because the real you was always bucking for position. The real you that's in this context that when we explaining it, that's a narcissist.
Mm-hmm.
That's a person who entitled. That's a person who's broken. That's a person that's walking in resentment, unforgiveness, past trauma that they haven't dealt with. You know what I mean? So when somebody's coming to them and showing that type of life and that goodness and speaking on that and walking in the right path, they don't know what to do with that. That's unfamiliar territory. Matter of fact, it scares them. So they see it as an opportunity to come up on a lick. You know what I mean? They can play a facade for a while, but because the real core of you is trauma and all messed up and screwed up, you can only pretend too long. So then that's when you hear people be in and out your life. Hey, I just called to see what you was doing. You know, I ain't heard you from a while. Or you got a chick that hit up you and say, hey, big head, you know, I ain't heard from you in a while. See, I can't stay around too much because then you'll peep the game.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Right.
I gotta distract you. I gotta shift the gear and talk about all kind of crazy stuff. You know what I mean? And so you don't see but the real you was always fighting for position. It's gonna show its color.
Mm-hmm.
All you got to do is wait for it. Like Cat Williams
Right.
say, just wait for it. Wait for it.
Like Big Rap play the one of DMX all the time, saying let people be who they gonna be. You know.
Yeah.
That's probably R. Kelly probably needed to hear that little clip. You know, like maybe 20 years ago. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. See, you know, people be having
What's up, Lex? What's up, Miss Lady?
Hey, Big Vi. Hi, how everybody doing on the panel?
Hey.
What you come to say? Cause see, you the female. What you come to talk about, Creepy T?
I'm not creepy. Okay, I wish you was going to Chicago so you see that Jim Derrigadis. See him
Yeah.
squirming.
They say he coming to court dressed like the Blues Brothers.
Jim Derrick Greasy.
No, he'll dress like Peter Griffin for Family Guy.
I hope he
Oh
don't have it.
wow. Oh wow.
I hope he don't have his Sunday best on.
You talk about the tow truck.
Yes, Lord.
If they don't, okay, everybody don't know in New York. I think they'll get the people in New York. Stop it! Stop it!
Hope he don't come with his Sunday best on. Hey Jim, why you in the bra section in Walmart?
That's his Sunday best.
That's his Sunday best. He got heels on too. I just ain't want the bottom part of the picture.
Oh Jesus! Oh Jesus! You say you supposed to get on Greenberg. You say you supposed to be on Greenberg's neck.
Oh, I'm gonna get on Greenberg, and you know, I'm gonna get
Okay.
Greenberg.
Okay, if they don't get him, if they don't subpoena everybody in Chicago, they gonna subpoena them in New York.
Who is that now?
Cause
who is everybody?
I believe Barry Hexon might be subpoena in New York.
I think he'd probably been better being subpoenaed in Chicago.
If they don't get him now,
no, because of the Aaliyah shit is in New York. Okay.
That's why I said everything is not gonna be subpoenaed in Chicago. Most gonna be subpoenaed in New York.
Then what you think gonna happen in Chicago?
We just have to wait and see.
Yeah.
Cause Jennifer, she gonna tell Jim Derrigadis.
I know these jokers play a dirty game here in this Al Capone's city, man. You know, so
man.
Yeah.
Who believes he gonna plead the fifth again?
I'm hoping they got an ace in the hole. However they can present this. Them defense man, Lloyd can present where he can't do that. I don't know how that works. You know, can he do that again, or do they got to have certain evidence or hardcore evidence where he has to answer? I don't know how that goes. I don't know how that goes. We need Della Bell on this.
Jennifer, she gonna be on his neck. Watch.
Yeah.
Jennifer is gonna be on Jim Derrigadis' neck.
Yeah, she got the full confidence of everybody, man. Everybody got everybody behind both James. Feel like she waved, man.
Lex, what's up, man?
Thorough.
I'm ready to Lex ready to. What you say that girl passcode was 16?
1621.
I mentioned it earlier, Lex. I mentioned it earlier.
I told you she gonna be your partner in space, Big Vi.
I talked you up.
Nah, she can't play
1621, man.
She gonna be Lex spade partner.
Yeah, no, she need Lex and Lexus.
She can't.
You can't be with me. She's gonna get some speed or something.
Hey, I love to have her as an appraisal. Goddamn it, that be worth
The
$1,600.
password is 7779311.
Hell no, I'm
Imagine her
playing
trying. Imagine her trying to do somebody taxes as a tax.
Man, hey, she gonna have somebody paid, man.
Yeah, 10 kids.
I told her they need to put her desk right in front of the chalkboard and glue her ass to the seat.
Man.
You have me cracking up, Big Vice. You gotta go back to school and do math all over again.
Yeah.
My goddamn 5-year-old can answer math questions better than that.
Yeah, it's a mockery. It's a mockery to our judicial system. That's what it's just a mockery.
But you know what I think? I think they just want to embarrass our culture as a whole, man. Having these
Yes,
women
yep,
come up
that's
here,
exactly
can't
what it
count,
is.
can't read, everything. They just showing like this is the mockery. This is like Jerry Springer versus Montana.
Right. Yeah. And that's really saddens me, that our community can't see that and look at the bigger picture. That this is just setting up precedent for them to continue to trickle all the way down to the common man, and that's what people don't really
Man,
get.
that woman. They asked this woman, what type of sexual acts R. Kelly had you doing? This motherfucker sat there and said, sucking dick. The woman almost passed out. Like, you can tell they some scrub in it. You can tell they some old motherfuckers who don't watch TV or nothing. The woman heard the girl say sucking dick. They say she put her hand over her heart and say, Ernestine, I'm on my way.
When she started, I burst out laughing.
Jefferson, man. I mean, Fred Sanford. They say she was going to take it on in.
She probably one of more murder she wrote. Had her furs on, her little suit on.
Yeah, that motherfucker probably say this ain't the type of court we used to hear on Heat of the Night.
She be like, what year you went to the Black Expo, the Expo, 1999?
Man, they gonna when they make this R. Kelly movie,
just a mockery,
this
man.
Gonna be this gonna be, man. R. Kelly gonna make he probably gonna make damn near. He gonna make it damn near half a bill. He gonna. I'm gonna say
this. If they
this
gonna do
movie, a documentary, a real R. Kelly documentary, man.
No,
this shit is gonna be. He gonna have to be in chapters, man. I'll put that shit out in chapters.
A mini series, like they did the Jacksons.
We ain't doing no fucking mini series. Fuck all that. We doing a straight documentary because the government gotta be exposed for they fucked up ass behavior, man. Ain't no way this man should have been in court for this type of shit. The only reason why they got a case is these females lied and said that they was 17. With the exception of one saying that they say that the girl was saying she was 14 and then this 14-year-old PUSSY, but then she sit on the stage and say she didn't lose her virginity until she was 15.
Yeah, caught her in that lie.
The mama was the funniest though. R. Kelly was a powerful man. We was harassed and intimidated.
Come on, man.
Who harassed y'all? Who harassed y'all? Well, R. Kelly never harassed us. Then the AUSA asked her ass again, well then who harassed y'all? R. Kelly did. Boy, I fucking fell out, bro. This woman can't be fucking serious.
I know the judge was shaking his head like, man, this is a circus.
Fuck the circus, man. This motherfucking commodity line. A bunch of broke ass women sitting up here.
Yeah.
How you file a lawsuit you can't even add? You can't remember how old you were, but you filed a lawsuit. Make that shit make sense.
Yeah.
Susan Logan, we need to see you. Your goddamn you killed everybody in your family. Every time court come around, somebody in your family dead. You ain't ran out of people to kill,
Yep.
huh?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Right. Right.
Drea
Every
Kelly.
time the trial come about, she got somebody in the fucking family didn't die. Hell no, ain't nobody living but your ass now. Come on, bring your ass on down.
Like Drea, like remember Drea Kelly, just like Price is Right. Drea Kelly, come on down.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not her last name. I don't even dress her last name because that's not her last name. And I don't know when they had that divorce, that he making sure that she go back to her maiden name before she got married again.
She wanted to keep the name, but she's sad, man.
You know that, you know the reason for that though.
I'm trying to see where in America is Andrea gonna be able to go and not be laughed at and talked about, man. Like where in America? She's gonna have to go to like
I'm telling you,
Ireland somewhere.
She on OnlyFans, man. She prostituting on OnlyFans now.
Who, Drea Kelly?
50-something years. Drea Kelly got an OnlyFans, man. And guess what her name is on there? Madam Drea. Madam Drea.
No, she doing cabarets.
Man, what I just told you, man. I'm telling you what the woman is doing. The woman is on OnlyFans.
Cabarets
yeah.
and stuff.
The woman is on OnlyFans, man. She ain't doing no cabaret. She on there like that girl said, sucking dick. That's what's going on. Shit, when you
I just don't understand.
Desperate times leads to desperate measures, man. Right now,
Why would that lady do that?
Man, because she fucked off the root. Hey, she fucked off the church's money.
She messed up generational wealth.
You messed up
why would she
generational wealth.
do that, man? God, man.
Yeah. She messed up generational wealth for her children.
Oh wow.
Well,
so you know she had.
What you say, Lex? No, it's $35.99. Workout class. She only got one person in there every week. She wasn't making no money. You know, nobody sign up for that shit. She wasn't making no money. She had one client. $35
Stephanie
a month.
Luke Lee was her another main name when she got married again.
That bitch get married to anybody. She need to go to the jailhouse and stand in front of there. All them inmates be ready to get married down south. She need to move to Louisiana. She can get married as many times as she wants to.
Oh, she trying to be like Elizabeth Taylor, huh?
I don't know.
Elizabeth Taylor been married 8 times.
Yeah.
She just ain't married me yet. Shit. Come on.
Elizabeth Taylor, she dead now.
Yeah, she married to that motherfucking graveyard then.
Man, she's graveyard now.
And she won't never leave that motherfucker. The only place you can live rent free. Them these motherfucking females dealing with R. Kelly. They want to live rent free. They want to live scotch free. They need to go to the goddamn cemetery.
They say she was in love with Michael Jackson.
Who?
Elizabeth Taylor.
And that's another thing. Hey, you remember motherfucking you remember Tupac checked the fuck out Quincy Jones, didn't he?
Oh yeah, he checked. Yeah,
Quincy tried.
Yeah.
I'm over here putting foot long off in your daughter. You want to talk about putting something on me? You got me fucked up.
Right.
Nah, this ain't that type of party.
And he was going to marry Quincy Jones' daughter before he died.
Yeah.
Quincy Jones wants somebody. Quincy Jones wants somebody off of his secret. Yeah, he wants somebody. He wants somebody off his.
They say he beef with. That's why they say he the real reason why them people came out to Bill Cosby. They say that shit behind Quincy Jones didn't want him to buy NBC. Quincy Jones protected by them people.
Yeah. I heard his name all up in that. Yeah.
Can't nobody protect you forever.
Yeah.
As long as he keep on letting them people ram his ass, he'll be all right.
Yeah.
Because see, Pac wouldn't do it, but what Pac won't do don't mean another
Right.
motherfucker won't.
That's right.
Hey, Big Vibe, remember what I said about Aaliyah? The reason why Aaliyah probably died because I believe she was gonna tell everything about her uncle, Baby Hankerson. I believe she was gonna tell it all about him.
Man, I don't really like talk about Lil and them in that situation because
Yeah.
that shit,
Yeah.
hey, it's a scary topic, man. And then you dealing with
Yeah.
people like that, man, you know, like that's why I told this case has to be laid out. All the
Right.
pieces has to be laid out because this is
Right.
gonna be the real
Yeah.
this gonna be the final vindication. If they throw the
Right.
case out, if they don't take it to a jury, let the jury decide, then people gonna say, well, he won because this, that, and the third. But
Right.
now when all the facts are laid out on the table, where it's clear for everybody to see, it's in the transcripts, and also somebody said that Jennifer got her own person that be in the courtroom that does the typing and shit.
Right.
So
Okay. That's what's up.
we'll be able to compare the transcripts from what the government put out, from what the court put out, compared to Jennifer people, you know, doing they shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because in New York, those transcripts was redacted. They only put certain shit in the transcript. They only was allowed certain things to be said in the transcript.
Right.
What's up,
Right.
Fantasia? Fanny back. But I'm telling y'all this though, no lie, man. If R. Kelly win this trial, if and when R. Kelly win this trial in Chicago, I'm gonna slap the piss out somebody. I'm telling y'all gonna hear about it. Y'all gonna hear about it. Y'all gonna hear. I'm
I
gonna
don't
slap
even
the
want.
piss out somebody and damn to
I
do
don't even
something.
want
I'm gonna
to ask.
slap them in Jesus. I'm gonna slap them in Jesus' name. I'm gonna call and say, oh, I'm under the clock down here. I need somebody to come get me out. I just slapped the dog shit out somebody.
Mm.
Hey.
Mm.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I've been doing it, you know, for people who've been assaulting me, people that's been assaulting my character, been assaulting my intelligence. If
Yeah.
that man walk free, I'ma slap the dog piss out on because I'm gonna put this paperwork all in their face. And when they get
Right.
mad, and then they go, you know, once a black person get mad, the first thing they say, "Oh, bitch ass nigga, get out my face." I'm gonna say, dead in the mouth. That's it. It's all premeditated. So it's all premeditated.
We can't do that. We can't do that. We can't do that.
Now, y'all can't do that.
They can't take it for what it is. They can't take it
I'm
for what it is.
you breaking up, man.
Right.
You on a headphone, Lex? Cause when you start talking, your thing starts like Johnny. You know, it just started like that. It sounds like a robot. You on some headphones?
Let me take it off of there. All right, that's
Boy,
better.
I talked to y'all. Yeah, we hear you. We hear you. Go ahead and give us that good, man.
That better, fam?
Yeah, it's a lot better.
Oh
That's a
yeah,
lot better.
you in there now. At first, you was sounding like like you was dialing up the internet in the '90s, man. I know my shit been fucked up today. I've been on the road. I went to see my mama this yesterday. I went to Louisiana and see my
Your
mama.
phone, your phone sound like a CB, big guy. You hear me?
Yeah, cause he in the
I'm in my
he in
car.
the truck. Yeah.
See, I can have it in. If I hook it up to the car, y'all won't be able to hear me. But if I put my headphone, I won't be able to hear y'all if I hook it up to the car.
What part of the boot? What part of the boot did you have to go to?
I went to Monroe, Lake Providence, Monroe.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my wife, she from Alexandria.
Oh yeah, that's outside of Streetport.
That's a long drive too, boy.
Man, I'm on the final leg of that motherfucker right now.
49.
No, I'm on 20. I'm coming on Beltline and Cary.
Oh, okay, you back at the house. Okay, I feel you.
Yeah.
It's still hot down there. It's still hot down there.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, it's still hot down here. It's gonna start raining though. Yeah, we're gonna get that fall weather now.
Fall weather. Yeah, I'm out here. I'm about to go to the gas station. Get me some, grab something from the gas station. It's like cool in Chicago.
Yeah.
Man, when I come up to the go, I know I'm gonna get that hospitality, man. Man, I need to go to the best restaurants up there when I come up that way.
A lot of restaurants, man. A lot of good eating in Chicago.
Yeah, you just gotta tell us what you want. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Want some soul food?
You know, my son that his mom got killed. They from Chicago.
Okay.
But, you know, his family, they moved from there. But I told him we're going to go back to Chicago. He used to go to school up there.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm coming. I'm coming.
Is that Chicago pizza really hitting hard like they say it is?
Yeah. I can tell you that.
Depending on which one it's so many, man. Yeah, the pizza.
Yeah,
the
pizza.
Okay. And they got Italian beef.
Yeah. Yeah.
Italian beef. Yeah. Pizza.
They got a restaurant. They got a Chicago pizza restaurant out there in Cedar Hill, Vibe. And I want to know if it's the same or you got to come to Chicago to get the real deal.
No, you got to come to Chicago so you can better so you can compare. Yeah, you can go to Reggio's, you can go to Giordano. You go to JB's on the north side on Morris up there on the north side. JB's, Alberto's. They got the biggest pizza in Chicago.
They putting that bad rep on Louisiana with these bullshit ass Popeyes around here.
Yeah, my wife.
They got Louisiana fucked up.
My wife told me that Popeyes down in Louisiana they serve breakfast. The one up here in Texas don't serve no breakfast.
Man, Popeyes anywhere outside Louisiana got me fucked up.
Right.
The Maxwell Polish. Man.
Yeah.
I ain't even seen no Bojangles chicken in some years.
Hey, what y'all know about that Just Turkey restaurant that's out here in Chicago, Dave?
They got that in Minnesota too. That motherfucker.
Okay, yeah.
Turkey. I had that turkey lasagna.
That's it. Yeah, only turkey.
So
yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yep, they put one in Minnesota, right? Over there where George Floyd got killed at.
Okay.
Everything turkey on the menu.
Yep. Yeah.
You know that's what I don't eat pork, so I fucks with this.
Right. Yeah.
Ain't no Muslim for people. Ain't no Muslim.
That's the only meat I do cheat sometime, but I pretty much can wing myself off it. But that's the only meat I'll eat. It's turkey, salmon, and sometimes tuna.
Yeah, the salmon be good.
Yeah, I get the grilled salmon up here. You get the grilled salmon.
Man,
black and salmon. Yeah, man.
We going.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we going.
Yeah. So I got you. Yeah.
Now somebody say you can take a little tour on the river and some more shit up there.
Yeah. Navy Pier. Go to Navy Pier. Oh yeah, we going to Navy Pier, man. So many spots in that Joker, Brian.
Yeah.
Ooh, man, to eat. Oh man. Yes, sir.
I'm making my business though to get up that way. If it don't be, Well, see, I don't mind coming. Some people don't like the winter. I don't give a damn. I lived up
Right.
that way for 12 years, so shit, I
Right.
know
Right.
what it's like. I don't
Right.
like this
Right.
heat in Texas, man. It be
Yeah.
so hot in
Yeah.
Texas, you can't take off enough clothes.
That's how it is with my older sister. She down in Mississippi. Man. I finally went
Oh,
down there for the first time. Woo! I said, don't wonder y'all bag of ice and water is so cheap, because you're gonna be doing this all day. Shoot. She said the best time to come down there is like December, January, February. Those are the months. That's the best
yeah.
time really to come. But if you come down there like we did in the summertime, oh my Lord. I
They
ain't never
got
seen
two
no mosquitoes
goddamn.
that big before.
Now they got the flies biting your ass. Everybody done learn how to
Yeah.
bite the flies, the
Woo.
bees, and the mosquitoes.
Man.
I was looking on the Weather
Woo-wee.
Channel the other night. They got two fucking hurricanes sitting out in the Gulf. I say, boy, that season is about to get
Wow.
started.
Yeah. And she right down at the bottom right there too. Yeah.
See, I'm from I ain't say I'm from. I was born. I'm from Louisiana, but as a kid, I lived in Yazoo, Mississippi for a little bit too. You know, my
Okay.
mama lived over there, and I was telling
Okay.
people, Aretha Franklin, like she's some part of my family as well. Like my aunties, my grandma's sisters and things, they all like how I became who I am. How I get my last name is from their side of the
Okay.
family.
Okay.
So
Okay.
my great grandma adopted my mama, and then my
Okay.
mama took my great grandma marriage last name, and through my great grandma marriage, her kids are related to Aretha Franklin's father.
Okay.
So yeah, there's kind of like one of the little situations like that. But yeah, man, I like the Mississippi, Farmerville, all up in them places like that, in them country towns, man.
Yeah, I love that Southern hospitality, man. They got good hospitality, man. I like that. Yeah, they
That's
help you
what them
down there.
females need. These you can tell these young females out here chasing grown men. You can tell
Yeah.
that they didn't have no upbringing, man.
Right. Yep.
Goddamn, they
Yep.
ain't had no upbringing.
Yep.
Their parents shit probably having them watching their little sisters and shit when they was 12,
Right.
11, 12 years old. Because
Right.
you look at this, how the hell how did this girl say she 15 years old and a whole limousine picked her up from her house in the project and took her to the airport? Well, took her by the store to buy a rose and took her to the airport. She gave the people a passcode. Now she said she did all this shit in the midst of her mama being at work. What type of shift your mama working at? You can go all the way
Right.
to Minnesota, go to a concert, go take it back home before she realized your ass wasn't there.
Yeah.
A lot of that,
What?
a lot of these child being raised by the mama, but the mama ain't that old herself. She might be 21 years old, 23, 25 years old. The child might be 14, 15 years old. They don't have no guidance or no direction.
And there's no lie, man. I know females right now that's the same age as me that's got kids that's graduating high school. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
the great grandma
My
allowed to be
age, and they
45
got
years
grown.
old.
Man, you gonna come up to me hitting pipes in that Nissan, man? I'll gap your ass in that challenge. I ain't for the be racing though. I ain't for the racing tonight. I'm just trying to get home.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, the great grandma allowed to be 45 years old.
They all three generations in the club together trying to get chose.
Yep.
Show me the grandma. Fuck the mama and the granddaughter. What the grandma at? Granddad, hey, little young whippersnapper over here trying to get at you.
Yeah, grandma fingernails and her longer than the damn daughter and the granddaughter.
Yeah. Man, hey, it's all bad, man. But see, that type of upbringing has left, man. Back then, I remember being a kid. My mama would have company. We could not sit around adults while they was having adult conversations. We
Yeah.
couldn't. My little sisters couldn't be laughing up in no man face, no boy face. My little sister couldn't sit on no man lap. Like that shit was law. That was law.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, if you had company, the boys gotta sleep in one room, the girls gotta sleep in another room. When your cousins and shit came over, wasn't no mixing up in the bed together. Nah, none of that shit. But
Hey,
now,
Vi.
huh?
I'm gonna tell y'all this story, man. I tell you back in the day, coming up in the projects over here in out here in Dallas. Uh, I'm gonna tell y'all a little story. I'm gonna get back off that. You know how your grandmother and your auntie they'll come to the house and have like a fish fry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had a fish fry going. You not knowing. They said, well, don't fish right here. You hard headed, so I had to see what it was. So I done dipped in the fish. Had fish and fries. I got the fish and I done snuck off in the living room. I started eating fish and next round got choked on the bone. And I was trying to figure out why they have all that bread and all that water in there. So I ran back in there choking. They looked at me. They said, didn't I tell you to stay out of that fish?
Motherfucker, the whole catfish with the bones in it.
No, let me tell you what happened. They said that don't never come in the living room or in the kitchen while we playing dominoes or cards and try to steal no fish. Cause it's a grown folks business. They told them what kind of fish it was, and to this day I ain't that fish since. That buffalo.
That buffalo.
Wow. Yeah,
Yeah, that
that
Yeah.
buffalo.
buffalo got a whoo, man. That buffalo
See,
got
when you
too.
eat
I ain't
buffalo,
ate
you
that
gotta
buffalo.
get.
Woo.
No, you can eat buffalo, but you gotta get the steaks though. You gotta get the steaks. Therefore, it's easy to get the meat off.
Yeah. You gotta have patience when you eat that
Get the
buffalo. You can't eat
buffalo
it
steak.
fast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't eat that buffalo fast. I learned my lesson that day. You gotta
Yeah.
stay out of grown food
You
business
think
because
that's
you mess
so?
around and you done got a hold something. Yeah, you done got a hold something you can't handle.
Right. Yeah. I
And
like the
I'm glad you said that.
where can you get some good
I
silver
like
bass at?
shit. I don't know. I know in Louisiana, boy, we perch people. We love white perch.
Yeah.
Catfish,
Yeah.
white perch.
Yeah. Yeah. They got different
And
types of
right.
perches though. They got yellow perch and all of that, right?
Well, I don't know. We catch only white perches down there where we
Okay.
be at. Like
Okay. Yeah, cause I like the perch.
white perch.
Like
We
this.
have some
Yeah,
bass.
perch, red snapper, silver bass, all of them. Yeah, all the fishes that have fins and scales. If it have fins and
Yeah,
scales, them the type of fish I mess with. If it's a scavenger, I stay away from it.
Yeah.
that's that catfish.
Right. Anything that feed on the bottom of the ocean and all like that, I don't mess with.
And catness and tilapia.
Yeah.
But tilapia,
Tilapia got
that shit ain't even a real fish.
yeah. Uh-huh.
That motherfucker made in the lab.
Yeah.
That's
You
a
said it's made
hybrid.
in the lab. You said it's
That's
made
a
in the
hybrid.
lab.
Yeah, that's a hybrid fish.
So they got different
That's a
types of
plant.
tilapia. They got different
That
types of
motherfucker ain't never
tilapia.
even seen a goddamn. That motherfucker ain't never seen an ocean.
Yep. That sucker so thin, like some thin ass hank.
Right.
With bones in it.
That motherfucker been made. That motherfucker ain't ate nothing but pet milk. But nah, hey, Lex said about going in that living room when your auntie, when your grandma and them over there, they having company. Boy, I did that shit one time, right? My mama had company. My grandma and them was over there. Man, my grandma used to drink on the front.
You breaking up, nephew.
Oh.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Now she used to drink that milk, but it had a red dog on the front of it.
Okay.
Yeah. That's that carnation pet milk.
No, I'm talking about that milk. It's like a
Pet milk.
bull or something they call that shit.
Yeah. Oh, that okay,
I'm
I
talking
got
about actually milk. I'm talking about drinking beer, not the pet milk.
Oh no, I don't know what that is.
They got the old English, then they got the other one. It's like a bull or something like that. He got a dog on the front of it, but it come in the same bottle like the old English.
Damn.
But it was a beer.
Okay.
Man, I don't drink beer to this day, and this shit happened when I was probably about
You talking about
6, 7 years
Slitch
old.
liquor? Slitch malt liquor?
It's probably like a malt liquor, but they call it's like a bull or something. They got a bull on the front of the bottle. But
Yeah,
you know,
Slitch.
down south they call it different names.
Oh, okay.
Same bill, but they call it different names in
Okay.
other places. But yeah, but she gave me some of this shit. You want some? Yeah, I want some. Man, I turned that shit up, boy. Talking about twist my face up, toe my stomach up.
Oh.
I don't drink beer. I don't drink no kind of beer at all.
Right.
It probably about as bad as that damn natural light.
Probably him not. That motherfucker 211, man.
And natural light some nasty shit too here.
Yeah, man, they fucked me up, man. But we gonna get up off here, man. And man, it's been good. Having a good conversation is always good for the nation, man. Hopefully people, I know people that listen to us, they take us serious and they listen, they take us serious, so we know our message is getting across, man.
Right
on.
We got one more day. We got one more day to chill until I say I'm so happy I'm off work Monday night, so I can be up Tuesday for when that big bitch take the stand. I wanna hear.
Right.
That's one that I ain't gonna miss.
Right.
Yeah, I catch y'all while I'm at work. I'll probably be on your page trying to see what's going on while I'm at work. So I ain't gonna miss it. Either.
Yeah, I'm gonna be up Tuesday. Boy, waiting on that 9 o'clock. I'm gonna be on the computer at. It started at 9:30. I'm gonna be on the computer at 8:45.
Hey, nephew. Hey, keep in mind, 2 Mondays from tomorrow. Two Mondays from tomorrow is my B-Day.
2 Mondays from tomorrow, so that's 14 days from tomorrow.
2 Mondays from tomorrow on the 19th. That's my birthday. I'm gonna be off. I'm gonna be off all. I'm gonna be off all that week and a couple of days before that.
Yeah, I knew we had something coming. Mine's on the 19th of August. Yours on the 19th of September. See, look it up.
Right. Yeah. So when I get off on the 15th, I go back to work on the 25th.
Oh, you taking a vacation week off too?
Yeah, I put all that around my birthday.
Damn, man, let me see. Boy, y'all gonna be. Well, Dave, what part of the shot you up on the south side, north side?
Yeah, I'm on the south side. Yeah, I'm on the south side.
Yeah, we both on the south side.
Look, Dave said we both on the south side. Do the south side, south side. Yeah,
right.
We're gonna be partying up then.
Yeah, I'm keeping it low. I don't really move around like that no more. But yeah, we'll get something together. Yeah, it's his restaurant down there on Rush and Chestnut. I want to go to.
Right.
True Lucky's or something like that.
True Lucky's.
Yeah, you pull it up. It's on Chestnut and Rush. Yeah.
Okay, I pull it up.
Yeah, nice little classy joint.
Okay.
I'm gonna go there. Yeah, I'm gonna go that Monday evening. And then that week, I'm gonna try to pop into Navy Pier that week and try to get over there to the Odyssey boat.
Okay.
See if I can get me some, get me a ticket set up for, a couple of tickets over there. And I'm gonna try to freestyle it this time. I'm a person that always gotta process stuff and plan stuff but I'm just gonna free fall it, man.
How old would you be this year?
56.
56, baby. Yeah, you got about 5 years, man.
Yeah. Don't even look it, man.
Yeah.
Don't even look it. Don't even look it. I don't even look it. Yeah.
That girl got her ass on her.
It's aggressive. They say 50 everything working, nothing hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yes, sir.
Nothing
Yes,
hurt
sir.
and
Oh,
everything
you know
work.
they call me the herbal man on the job, man. Dr. Feel Good.
Oh yeah.
I'll be getting people to let them screenshot certain pages of my herbal books and my books to make smoothies and all
Oh,
types of
okay.
good stuff. Yeah, man. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So
okay. Yeah, I'm
yeah,
gonna have to bump it to you, man.
yeah. I'm pretty much then wing myself down to getting back to my vegetarian type stuff eating. So that's what's been keeping me good. Then I got my herbal book to certain things you want to take for certain stuff, man. Oh man, I'll be on it, bro. I'll be on it. Yes, sir. Yeah.
The
Well,
shy
hey,
ain't gonna
fellas,
hold me nothing.
health is wealth, as they say.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes, sir. And
Hey,
we just pass
fellas.
the information on. Pass it on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
The
hey,
shy
Yeah.
fellas,
ain't gonna hold me nothing.
I'm finna go and dip up out of here, fellas. I'll be taking with y'all probably what's tomorrow, Tuesday, when everybody back together again. I'll be catching y'all Tuesday again. Hope I
Yeah.
can get
Yeah.
Yeah,
on
Yeah.
we
here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tuesday, the
Yeah, I hope
family
I can get on here.
reunion. Who
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
Yeah,
introduce?
we'll wrap again on Tuesday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, bring somebody
Everybody
with
stay
you.
safe.
All
Everybody
right.
stay safe. Everybody in
Bring.
chat, y'all hold it down.
Yes,
All
sir.
right.
Yes, sir.
Peace
All
to
right.
the
One.
panel.
All right.
Peace.
One.
One.
Peace.
Oh, hold on, right quick.
All right.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, man, I'm gonna run to Walmart, man, before I go home, cause I got a big ass. It's like a 24 by 36 picture of my grandma that
Oh,
I picked
wow.
up, that I put in my living room. I gotta get a frame for it. You know,
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Okay.
I've been wanting that picture for a while. So my mama, I had got it for my birthday. So I went down. I finally went down and picked it up. I said, yeah, that's gonna
Okay.
be nice. I gotta get it set up real nice in the living room. You know, for
Okay.
put a special little twist to it. You know,
Okay. Okay.
boy, I
Yeah, I
don't know,
want to
but I
get that
had
one
this
with my
feeling.
late brother. Yeah.
It's nice, big picture too. I'm like, yeah, I like that because the way my little setup is, you know, it's a man
Okay.
cave, but it's in order though.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
focus on this month. I'm gonna focus on trying to hurry up and get me a doggone laptop, man. I should have been had me one, man.
yeah, man. Best
So I can,
Buy. That's why I went.
yeah.
I went to Best Buy, and that one I got is pretty decent. I think I'm gonna also just like I'm gonna order me a mic to go with it. You know,
Okay.
just for better quality when I'm
Right.
speaking. You know, just give me a mic to it sound better. But like when I've been doing my lives on my laptop, they've been good. You know, people been, you know, ain't nobody been, you know, having nothing to say.
Okay.
Oh, look at Derek just coming in. Man, Derek, we about to get ready to get up, man. We about to get ready to get out, Derek. I know Derek
Hey.
probably tight right now. He just had his Hennessy. You know what I'm saying?
He be coming right on point though, boy. The
Yo, yeah,
rappers up, boy.
Derek don't sugarcoat with these women, man.
Man. I'm hoping I'm just praying it'll be a good week coming up, nephew. You know what I mean? Just a real good week, man, coming up. Yeah. But
Yeah,
like you
man.
say, you know,
But like I
you
said, we gotta speak it into existence.
yeah, yeah,
You know.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Well,
Yes, sir.
my we need a nice and simple one tonight,
Yes, sir.
We don't
Hey,
need to be
I
too
forgot last
complicated.
night I was gonna suggest to you to play that what you call that I sent you. It's only a few minutes.
But I ain't got it. I can't because I'm on my phone.
I can do it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You can play that. You can play that.
Yeah, you know the one I'm talking about?
The one you sent me when you talk about the kings.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I'll give you the shorter one. That's a few minutes. Let me scroll down. I'm in a text message that I sent you, so I can go right to it. Okay. Okay. All right. This is short version. Okay. Short version. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm ready.
All right.
I can let that pray, and then I'll say one of them prayers in the Bible that's real short that everybody say at the end of the for the benediction. Right. Yeah. So we're gonna start. Gonna go and let this ride now.
All right.
Let me know if you can hear it.
Righteousness. He's the King of the ages. He's the King of heaven. He's the King of glory. He's the King of kings, and he's the Lord of lords. That's my King. I wonder, do you know him? My King is a sovereign King. No means of measure can define his limitless love. He's enduringly strong. He's entirely sincere. He's eternally steadfast. He's immortally graceful. He's imperially powerful. He's impartially merciful. Do you know him? He's the greatest phenomenon that has ever crossed the horizon of this world. He's God's Son. He's a sinner's Savior. He's the centerpiece of civilization. He's unparalleled. He's unprecedented. He is the loftiest idea in literature. He's the highest personality in philosophy. He's the fundamental doctrine of true theology. He's the only one qualified to be an all-sufficient Savior. I wonder if you know him today. He supplies strength for the weak. He's available for the tempted and the tried. He sympathizes and he saves. He strengthens and sustains. He guards and he guides. He heals the sick. He cleanses the lepers. He forgives sinners. He discharges debtors. He delivers the captives. He defends the feeble. He blesses the young. He serves the unfortunate. He regards the aged. He rewards the diligent. And he beautifies the meek. I wonder if you know him. He's the key to knowledge. He's the wellspring of wisdom. He's the doorway of deliverance. He's the pathway of peace. He's the roadway of righteousness. He's the highway of holiness. He's the gateway of glory. Do you know him? Well, his life is matchless. His goodness is limitless. His mercy is everlasting. His love never changes. His word is enough. His grace is sufficient. His reign is righteous. And the yoke is easy. And his burden is light. I wish I could describe it. But yes, he's indescribable. He's incomprehensible. He's invincible. He's irresistible. Well, you can't get him out of your mind. You see, you can't get him off of your head. You can't outlive him, and you can't live without him. Well, the Pharisees couldn't stand him, but they found out they couldn't stop him. Pilate couldn't find any fault in him. Herod couldn't kill him. Death couldn't have him, and the grave couldn't hold him.
So on that note, Father God, let the words of our mouth and the meditation of our heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord, our strength and our Redeemer. Amen and amen. All right, nephew. You there, nephew?
I'm here, Unc. I said salute.
Yes, sir.
The bless and watch over you, watch over us, watch over this family that we have created in this chat. Until next time.
Until next time. Peace and grace and prosperity to all.
Each and every one of y'all.